Good morning, Alex.
Morning, so how are we?
I'm good. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Good.
You guys been busy in Discord lately.
Yeah. Getting shit done.
That's good. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me pull up.
I see you got the Bigfoot, man.
Yeah, they're actually, yeah, they're coming up. I've been hitting out with them for a bit too. During our spaces as well. And these guys are doing really. And Sam Bigfoot's doing some stuff. There's Lucky Dow, Pup. They're all doing some really, really cool stuff, kind of in line with a lot with what we got going on. So I'd say, I've been hanging out with them for a bit, just kind of been observing, seeing what's going on over there. And it's actually pretty solid communities, man. And I kind of felt like it'd be something, building bridges with communities like that are kind of like-minded only helps grow this space and helps other communities, come together, collaborating. So,
Yeah, I like them, man. They're good people, man.
oh yeah, they are. They are definitely, you know, a solid group of guys. So.
And they come strong, man.
Yeah, they do. Part of it though, it's like I know I was sharing. It's like I knew a bunch of them from the previous community I was with, and when they went and started big, I was kind of just stood on the sideline and watched for a little bit. I just kind of wanted to see if it was like legit, because you kind of through some experiences and you're kind of a little gun shy of doing anything. Then I've just kind of listened to them, kind of observed, and these guys are just really they're going after it. I mean, and I really, like their founder MC. He actually reminds me a lot the way he views things and how he wants to bless the community is really a lot like visionary. He wants to do things. He really wants to see people, blessed, and want to see people grow. And it's good when you see that you're like, hey man, how do we bring those two together? And we'll see what happens. So only time will
That's
tell.
that's what it's all about, man. Growing the community, showing how people can win.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough shady people in this space. When you come across real ones, it's you want to kind of hook up with them. That's actually important.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
What's up, Mal?
What up? What up? Good morning. Good morning. How we doing, guys?
We're doing good, man. How you doing, brother?
It's another day above ground, dog. Like I always say, every day above ground is just another day to better yourself. So it's always a great day.
Yeah, it must be our age thing because I kind of say the same thing too. I'm in my 50s, so I'm like, man, I got another day to breathe. That's good. That's a good day.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you have to really think about it. Like a lot of people always try to project and make it seem like life is like such a short type of thing. But like if you actually like change your perspective on life itself, like you can really see like that bitch is long as fuck and you can do a lot of things if you learn to just utilize your time properly and put the emphasis and effort where you actually want to achieve goals. So yeah, just like set those goals and then you start attacking them. You'll start realizing like time is like infinite, like truly. So yeah, dude. But I'm happy to be here, happy to support you guys as always. So yeah, man, let's do this damn thing.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I got to give it a few more minutes. People hop on. It is Sunday after all. It's like finally day of the week before we go back to the grind again. At least for people with
I grind
IRL.
all. I have to grind 7 days a week, my guy. We
Yeah,
are a brand new project. So when you're a brand new project, you have to you have to keep the attention and the eyes on what you're building, so that way people will stay in tune with you. Because if not, once people like lose the attractiveness to what you're building and what's coming, like that's when you'll start getting like massive sell-offs and paper hands and all that shit happening. So yeah, dude, like my main goal, like I wake up every day, like I'm like, yo, how many communities can I get into? How many chill spaces? How many people can I outreach to? Like how many people can I explain 404s to? Like the mechanics of it, the tokenomics for it, like that is literally like what I do every day, dude. And I do it because like the most important aspect of Web3 is the education part, because without the education, you're not going to be able to do jack shit.
No, absolutely. And I think, MC does a really, really good job explaining the 404. And he's, as far as what I've seen, he's the only one that's doing it right in this space so far. I'm not familiar with a lot of other projects that are 404s, but he's got it pretty tight how he set it all up, the structure. And like he mentioned before, like he's been at this for like 3 years. So he's actually been, I think, perfected it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so he built the project for 3 years, but like the MPL part, that literally just came out within the past like 7 or 8 months. So like that's what he utilized when he saw that come out. He flipped the project because he started out on ETH, right? And it was going to be an ETH style project. But once the MPL 404 came out and he could see how he could continue to evolve it forever, he was like, holy shit. And then he went and started doing it. So it's like, you have to like look at the whole bigger picture of the MPL, because like if you go off of Ethereum side, like Pandora and how that 404 done, it is nowhere near the same style of the Solana SPL 404s or the Metaplex MPL 404. Like they're completely two different planes. So like to be able to utilize the real world assets or the properties that we are going to acquire for our community, right? Being able to utilize that MPL 404 and being able to use the NFTs and the tokens and then create an escrow wallet, which comes from the fees, right? From your swaps and stuff. But those fees are going in as a reward. So you can take those rewards and then purchase that property and start building. So like you're literally able to give back to the people that are investing in you. That's why this project really is unique, because you're getting a real physical asset that's also going to pay you revenue all year long. So it's like pretty amazing.
Yeah. Well, actually, too, with that part, you actually have people that are committed to the project at that point. They have the staying power because they know that there's the RWO side of it, so they're going to stick with it. They're not going to sit there, So you're going to have a solid group of people holding the floor. So whatever there is a sell off, they can hop in and continue to add to their bags, but they're staying in it for the long haul because they know what the project's going to do with the RWA side. So I think that helps significantly too. So
Yeah,
they're not in it for the dump.
Yeah, I think the more that people are getting educated on the 404 aspect and having that NFT and what it actually does, I think that's what's going to actually carry things away, right? Because people aren't understanding, like, if there's only 1,500 total NFTs that can be out because there's only a 1 billion total token supply, as you're stacking those NFTs in your wallet, you have to think overall that token supply is steadily going down, right? Because it's being locked inside those NFTs. The value of it is inside of that NFT. So you're making it to where it's like squeezing itself over time. And what that is also causing, for yourself, is the less NFTs that are in circulation, the more days that you will be able to utilize just for your one NFT. Do you see
Got
how
it.
that works?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, for
that's
sure.
that's pretty badass, because you could have just one NFT, right? But because there's not enough in circulation, that one day could be a week.
Yeah,
That one NFT could turn into a week where it's just normally a day. So like
yeah,
that's pretty fucking badass, you know what I mean?
yeah, for sure. Now here's a question: Can you own more than one NFT, or is it just one per person, or
You
you can
can own
swap
as
it?
many as you want. There's people that have like 20 of those fucking things already. So
Got it. Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's based on how if you're willing to do the swap, pay the 666,666, and then the tax, the 10% tax on top of it.
Yep.
So if you got the tokens, you can purchase as many as you want.
Absolutely, brother. And
Got it.
right now I think it's like 17 or 1,800 bucks to roll. Like
Yeah,
that's with the tax and everything. It's like 17 or 18 bucks to roll. But like I
yeah,
said, like each roll is giving you like the actual access to the NFT. And then the cool thing is like that the main thing that I really love is like MC made it a very inclusive project for his community. And like, but what I mean by that is like if you are a holder, you are also then going to be allowed to be able to work with everybody in the community building that piece of property. Is so like it's pretty amazing. Like you're not only enabling people to have a cool piece of history, but you're also enabling people to work and earn money while also being a part of this amazing thing. So it's kind of cool to see it, like that's why it's such a unique project to me, because you're creating and opening so many new opportunities for other people that may have not have had those opportunities beforehand to maybe
Yeah,
utilize talents that they may have never had before. So it's kind of fucking awesome.
yeah. No, it's definitely well thought out. That's for sure. I mean, from this, what I've heard from you guys, obviously, I haven't been around it. I mentioned to Bam in a DM yesterday. It's like, knowing where we are, where the community, a good portion of you guys came out of, because I was in that same community. I was in the back watching, observing. I'm like, are these guys legit? Because I knew MC from the Doginals, and he was, pretty prominent guy in there. And I was like, okay, MC I know of, but I don't know if this is an extension of something those guys are doing. If it is, I'm staying the hell away from it. But as I listened to more and more, I was like, okay, they're on their own. I get it now. And I don't, there's no shade or anything. I know that some shit went down, but it's like, okay, this guy's doing something totally different. It's not, has nothing to do with anybody else. This is kind of his thing, and he's running with it. And it made sense. So I started kind of hitting out a little bit, just listening, seeing what's going on, getting educated with it, looking into it, And I just feel like what the community is doing, and I like the fact that it's also including other communities, like the Lucky Dow, with Johnny and those guys with Pup, So it's not just, hey, we're the big community and that's it, and we're gonna gatekeep, but it's like let's work together and make this a better space. And really, for that's kind of one of the ethos that I feel the Unruggables are, is like let's build bridges with people that are like-minded, that are transparent, that are honest, that they want to see people win. So I felt that it would be a good way to kind of maybe today build these bridges and kind of go see what happens from there.
Yeah, I mean that is like what the whole like beginning of what we were supposed to like have with projects and with different communities, is because the ability to be able to network between people allows you to grow and evolve, because you're learning and finding out different people that bring different talents into your community. Like that is the best part about Web3, because you are strengthening in numbers. Like
Yeah.
that's the key component. People just don't understand that shit. And it shows though, right? Because you see the biggest things you see across Web3 is just solid gatekeeping. You see gatekeeping more than anything else, and for no apparent reason, because there's plenty of money for everybody. Like
Yeah.
it's been shown, so like people doing these types of things and trying to like manipulate and brainwash people into thinking there's only one certain way. No, like that's not actually true. Like you can actually have like a PPP, like where everybody is literally working together towards the same narrative and goal, and you're just enabling and uplifting each other as this project grows, and you're winning together. Like you can actually do that. You just have to have like a really good founder, a good team, like who understands the layout, who doesn't want to just take profits away from the community, but yet put money into it so it keeps growing. Like that type, you need that type of winning type attitude in order to be successful. So, like, you're right, MC has been building this project for over 3 years. And, like, he literally laid it out a month before all the biggest names worldwide even announced it. So it's kind of amazing how all of a sudden now on the timeline and on the news, you're just seeing big major companies talk about RWAs and them being utilized in crypto. So
That's
yeah.
awesome. What's going on, Vet?
What up, brother? How's it going this morning?
How are you? How was your birthday, bro?
Good, man. Just did the normal thing, kind of chilled out a little bit. Had some fun, did a little gambling, had a couple beers. Pretty chill.
Yeah. Well, you can't do too much in that cold ass weather you live in right now, man.
I know. I just snowed again last night, too.
Yeah,
What
I'm
up?
roughing it, bro. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt literally right now.
Oh, you poor guy, you.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard, man. It's a hard life. That's the Cali weather for you, you know. But I pay for it though. So
That's very true. I'm
yeah.
so I actually leave on the 16th. We're gonna go check out that property in Georgia. So
Oh, nice. That's what you're looking to hop to is Georgia?
it might be a stepping stone on the way to grander things, but yeah, that's definitely one of the goals.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Excuse me. Sorry, I had a drink of water. My apologies. Yeah, if you guys can retweet the space out, invite some people, let's get this thing rolling. That would be awesome. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. As you can see, I mean, you see a bunch of these uh, Bigfoot Sasquatches in the crowd. This is a community that I've actually been hanging out with a little bit and getting to know these guys, and knew some of them from before, but a few of them I did not know. So I wanted to learn a little about their projects. So for the past couple of weeks, I've kind of been hanging out with them, maybe about a month now, just on and off, just popping their spaces, observing some of the stuff that they're doing. Really like what they're doing over there. Well, you know, and how they're actually trying to reach out to various communities. You see an NFT kit in here. You know, it's something that they've done with him too. As far as you know, loves NFTs. So I went in one of the space he was hosting and saw a bunch of these guys in the audience. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stick around. You know, hear what these guys have to say. So it's actually been good to see different people in different communities. You know, reaching out, connecting, kind of trying to make this space a more like, you know, I guess win-win situation for everybody. You know, I like when those kind of deals happen. So it's seeing that coming across and being able to come across people that are kind of in line with that. Actually, it's a good thing to see. So appreciate you guys for showing up. I know I sent MC an invite to come up, but I think he might be eating breakfast right now or maybe lunch for him. So I don't know. But just want to hear from him, you know, his thought process too a little bit. So some of you guys haven't heard about the project. You can hear it straight from the founder himself, because I'll do it no justice. Mao did a good job, you know, of it. I would totally butcher it if I had started talking about it. What's going on, my brother? How are you, MC?
GM, I'm doing okay. We got a decent amount of snow last night where I am. We got about 6 inches, so I'm just dealing with shoveling all this shit right now. I didn't see the invite when you sent it, but I knew you
No
were
worries,
hosting a
bro.
space. I told you yesterday if you were having one, I'd show up and have the rest of the people show up if they're available.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I know you guys run a lot of spaces, so I was like, okay, if it doesn't conflict, awesome. If it does, I understand.
Yeah, we're pretty much spread out everywhere that we can be. You know, try to attend everyone's spaces and all the other different communities that are involved in what we're doing, and you know, try to support each other.
That's awesome. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, hey, from my understanding, you guys are looking at some properties right now, right, MC?
Yeah, there's one that came across through a it's like a private agent that lists his own stuff, and it's not on every other major listing. So whenever they do come up, it's something that I like to look into because it's usually like directly from the actual owners of the property, so you can get stuff that's on better discount than on, you know, the normal market. So we found something that was on 86 acres and it's very close to Lake George, and the listing price is around like 450K. So it kind of lines up perfectly with what we're trying to do, because I don't really want to over leverage any of the project funds for what we're trying to do, so that we still have funds available as far as on the construction and development side of it. And it's relatively close to the majority of the core team members, because we have like Acer, who's down in the crowd, who's like directly involved in the actual team. There's about 8 of us. Mao also is relatively close. Mao's about 5 hours away. Ace is about an hour and a half away. I'm about 3 hours away. Bam's about 3.5 hours away. And then we also have Jaws as well, who's I think like 40 minutes from the location. But now that we had all this snow drop, we're going to have to postpone the time a little bit. We've already reached out to the person that's doing the listing, and property is available to go and view whenever. But I would like to I would like to walk around the whole thing, and preferably not in, you know, knee-high snow. So we're just trying to schedule a time in order to actually go and view it, and then record the whole thing, because I'm pretty sure a lot of our holders would appreciate actually seeing it, and also seeing us and the team, and, you know, be able to put a face to the voice.
No, I think that's awesome. I mean, the fact that you're actually guys doing a project and you're gonna go ahead and, hey, let's film it, let's show people. So that, you know, especially in this space, you don't want to get to, you just invest in a project. A lot of times you buy the tokens, you don't know what's behind, who's behind it. You're just kind of hopping out. Part of it could be FOMO, and the other part you actually have conviction, you believe in the project. But actually with this one, it's the fact that here we're gonna go ahead and show pictures, that we're gonna do a video. You guys see the progress coming along. I think that will just instill more confidence in the people that are involved in the project. So I think that's a great move, man. Good job.
Yeah, we had this originally planned from the beginning, like as far as the whole construction phase of it, and, you know, allowing for communities to get involved, because just so happens most of the people that are actually here, like our original group, say it's about 50 to 60 that really wanted to start like pushing this, and it's something that they were interested in. We all have backgrounds in construction, which is kind of cool. We have people that do tile, people that do roofing, you know, framing, whatever. So as far as construction costs on the actual build, it lowers our cost a lot, because majority of the community is actually able to do this type of stuff, and they've been doing it for years. Just like myself, I do like mostly property management, installation, and repairs on different houses now. It's just where I live, I'm used to massive houses. Like one that I finished up about 2 months ago was 22,000 square foot, which was just a pain in the ass. But start to finish, me working on that project, from foundation until finish with furniture in it, that was about a 10.5 month.
That's actually not bad though. 10.5 months to flip 22,000 square feet. I did construction too. I used to do temporary power and electrical. So I'm kind of familiar with that. So when they rolled out a lot of construction in California back in the early 2000, I actually was in charge of a lot of projects in Southern California. So that's actually pretty good though. I mean, because you're looking, when you do track homes, you got hundreds and hundreds of people. But when you're doing a custom home, because that project sounds like a custom home at 22,000, you probably don't have as many bodies there. So they're a little bit more detail oriented, because it is a custom project. So it's not a blow and go.
Yeah, most of the where I am, I'm out in the Hamptons of Long Island, New York. So it's just constant, you know, Fortune 500 people and different celebrities and the mega rich. Like most of the clients that I do just property management for are like billionaires, you know, like owners of Hummer and stuff like that. Certain names I obviously can't disclose as far as like privacy of the individuals, but yeah, I've been doing this for a very long time. It's just, you know, luck of the draw wherever you grew up, and that's just where you're surrounded in. So you start doing trade work when you're younger, like right out of high school. I didn't go do the whole college thing. I just started working in different trades, doing electrical, plumbing, HVAC, you know, all that stuff, and worked for these major companies that would always do this type of builds on houses. And you rub elbows with certain people, and they're able to put you in positions, especially if you're, you know, respectable to them and never ask for handouts or anything like that. You're just asking for work. So built up a decent network, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Yeah, it's true, you know. But obviously, like what you said too, it's like, you know, as long as you're doing it, not asking for favors. I think there's a lot of respect for that though too. And when the time is, when you do need to pull a favor, you know, the opportunity is kind of there, but it's based on if you want to pull that trigger or not. But I actually respect that, because you just mentioned that before. It's like, I have a lot of favors I could pull. I don't do that. And to me, that actually says a lot about your character, to be honest with you, bro.
Yeah, I guess it's more of a, I wanted to do this as far as from the ground up, you know, and that's kind of the whole reason why it's the actual character and stuff like that that's involved in the project, and the constant use of emojis. Most people actually see them all the time, as far as why we're always dropping little footprints and stuff. It goes with the narrative of Bigfoot, but also how I did this project from the beginning. Everything is tracked on chain, and that's also why I do the SNS names, the .sol names. So if you're going to look at anything on, say, SolScan, you can see where any of the money that was raised by the actual project is going. You can see where it's sent to. You can literally see every single one of our moves. And I wanted to do that in case anybody else in the space wanted to try and do the same thing that I'm doing. You could either ask directly to us and the other people that are on the team if like you needed some type of advisory of how we did it, how we created it, who we worked with, how it started, how it's going now. But also you can just read it on the blockchain of how the whole process went.
Oh, that's actually pretty good because it's more forward thinking. So you're looking like, hey, if other people want to do the similar thing, here we're going to give you the steps. We're going to guide you through it, which is honestly, bro, people just don't do that. I think a lot of people, especially in life in general, I can't say just this space, in life in general, they're pretty selfish. It's like, hey, I got it. It's like my little secret. I'm not going to let anybody in on it, which I think they're having that temperament. They now want to share. That's actually a whole different way of viewing things, which is very commendable.
Yeah, it also falls into, I guess you could say, show your cards, because if you wanted to repeat something that I'm doing, that's how you'd have to do it to get more people comfortable with how you're actually doing the whole build out. If you're gonna quote unquote follow the steps, you need to follow the steps exactly how they were done, and that's how you can get to where we are now, which is kind of cool, I guess. And like Mao said, I'm a little bit ahead of the curve, because I could see this happening. I saw this happening from years ago. It's just the tech wasn't here yet. I was trying to do this on a NFT project originally, but then when you start looking into, I guess you could say some of the ruling that we used to have back in the day is I couldn't really do any type of crowdfunding for something that was IRL because that was against like code of conduct and rules and regulations. So once I came across the MPL-404, which obviously was introduced from the previous community a lot of us were in, I had to reach out and really study of how everything works and how everything operates. And that's why with the swap mechanics, it's kind of just like collecting royalties like an NFT project. And as far as royalty goes, whoever's the founder or the actual core team that's behind it, all of that would be for you. Like if you did like a free mint on an NFT collection, then you put your royalties at like 10%, and then each one of the NFTs based on like how you push it goes up to, say $1,000 floor. Every $100 that you get, you could have for yourself. But in order for me to build something that's sustainable, it didn't make sense for me to start taking profits early, just like in any business. Majority of businesses, you start first year to 2 years, you're not actually making profit. You're just trying to get everything that you possibly can and put yourself in a position of where the business is functioning and you're making money, to go back into the business to keep it sustainable. And then you can worry about profits later on. And that's the same thing that I'm doing with this one. I've said it multiple times. As far as on the crypto side of it, I have no interest in taking profits. I know it sounds like cliche. People say it all the time. Then they're doing shit like behind closed doors. Like, no. In total, since I've done this, even when we hit like a $6.2 million market cap on the token with all the NFTs, I haven't sold any NFTs. I haven't sold any neighbors myself. I mostly just give them away. Once it turns IRL, that's the only time that I'm actually going to start taking profits. Almost as like I would have a share in the actual business, and based on the success of the IRL side of the business, that's when I can worry about actually taking profits, because realistically, I don't need to be draining any money out of the actual project itself, because I feel like that's better to do. Because even if I were to do it in the beginning, like I was asked that by the development team that I worked with, after this pre-sale is done, how much is going to be allocated for the team? And me and the team all said, what do you mean? Like, we all invested into the project. Like, some of us put 5 SOL in, 3 SOL in, whatever the case may be on the pre-sale. What do you mean by what should be allocated to us? And they're like, well, we can give you tokens directly, or we can give you a percentage of the Solana that was raised, and that would be for you guys. And it's like, no, because if we do that, then once the token comes out, if someone invested even like 1 Solana into the pre-sale, then we were to take a percentage. Say if we take 20%, then when the token launches, someone's 1 SOL is not worth 1 SOL. And I didn't feel like that was something we should be doing.
No, I agree with that. I mean, I heard you say that before, but most people in here, like, you know, most of them are from the big community, but there's people here that have not heard anything about the big community. Might have seen you guys on Spaces, but not really know what the project is about. You know, so if you could give me like a quick overview of it, that would be awesome if you could. I know you've done it thousands of times. You know, this will be 1001. So my apologies for that.
Quick overview of the project. So I had a previous collection, like I stated. It was called the Squirrel's Nest. It was a bunch of NFTs. There's 1,500 of them of different traits of squirrels that I hand drew myself. So I had that come out. Then we went along with the actual mint, and I told people we were going to be rebranding the project. The project was called the Squirrel's Nest. It's actually the original page that I have for the Bigfoot 404. Nothing was ever deleted. Nothing got erased. So any interactions that I had on there, anything that I posted, anything that I said on that page is still on that page, just like the original Discord is still there. When we created the new Discord, it was just an invite link to roll everyone from there over into the new one. You know, again, keep everything the same. Don't delete anything. Don't try to hide any of your tracks, for instance. So after we did the mint of the squirrels were 1 SOL in order to mint each one of them. And what I did with all of that funding was that went directly into the development team's pocket so that they could actually build this whole MPL-404 like protocol for us. In total, we needed to pay them, I think it was around like 40 grand in order to do the development side of it. We also had an artist that we hired, paid him out directly as well. And when we did the pre-sale for the actual token, the way that I set it up was, you know, take care of your original holders, the people that minted the squirrel and helped you raise the money in order to pay for the development team. So everything was on chain. Anyone that had one of the squirrels, you were going to get an airdrop of the 404. Now, when the pre-sale came out, the pre-sale went up to, I think, 355 SOL is what we raised for the actual pre-sale. And I disclosed to everybody, if you put in anywhere between 2 to 3 SOL, you would get a 404 NFT. Now, anything over that, you would get the NFT and you would also get tokens. Obviously, anything less, you would just get tokens. When we went to go and launch, again, like I mentioned before, the development team asked what I wanted to do with the funds, and I said I want you to put everything into the Radium pool so that everyone would be in profit. Now, we came out, we launched at 560K market cap. Now, anyone that previously got a squirrel, as soon as we launched, you were a 2.5x in profit, seeing as how 2.5 SOL was what you needed in order to get the 404. And then instantly, like usual, something hyped up, you know, we shot up to about 1.6, and then people started taking profits and they left from the project because they thought, a lot of people thought it was just going to be like a token thing. Now with the MPL-404, how that works and how we constructed the project. Anytime you have tokens, 666,666 tokens is what you need in order to get an NFT. Now to go through the actual swap site, which is directly on our website, it's just a subdomain. So we have bigfoot404.com, and then we have swap.bigfoot404.com because we didn't want to have people going to individual links and stuff like that. So everything's controlled in-house. Every time that you use the swap, the tokens, the 10% going from token into NFT, that goes into our RWA wallet. Anytime you rotate out and go from NFT back into tokens, 15%, 9,999 tokens go into the RWA wallet. That wallet is going to be used for the purchase of an actual property. You know, IRL, upstate New York is where I want to be first. And all that funding is going to be used for the actual construction of the property itself. Now, what I did with some of the money that I had is I started creating different pools, you know, at various market caps. So one of them, it was about 9 SOL that we put into the pool. The 9 SOL eventually limited out. All the tokens were removed from like the big side of the pool. And then the rest of it was turned into, I guess you could say, profit. Now that stuff, what I did is I would just inject that basically into the market cap of the token. So anytime that I was making profits, the profits would go right back into the business because that's the smartest thing to do. Now, I've been asked a lot of questions as far as it goes with, okay, so now you have the swap mechanism. Now you're getting up to a couple million tokens that are inside of the RWA wallet. Obviously, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take the tokens and then you're going to have to sell them into the pool. No, I will not, because I had this planned for a while. So how I'm going to do that is I have that swap mechanism, right? Anytime I do a swap, that RWA wallet is the one that actually collects the tokens from the swap. Now, from the RWA wallet, what I can do is I can take tokens, I can rotate the tokens into NFTs. Now that 66,000 for the actual tax is going to get sent right back in after it goes through the escrow, contract, and it's going to go back into the RWA wallet. Now, when I have the NFT from the project wallet, which is the Bigfoot 404.sol wallet, I can take any of the profits that I made on the Radium pool and I can buy the NFTs from the RWA wallet in order to convert the tokens into Solana. And then from Solana, I can rotate it into stables. I can rotate it into Ethereum, because a lot of these like mortgage companies and stuff like that that are on chain, that's all that they accept right now. Even though I've reached out to people that work at Property to see if they can start doing Solana, which they're thinking about doing in the future, but they're just waiting on some clarification on laws. And then from the 404 wallet, now that I have the NFT that's inside of there, I can just swap that back into tokens. And now 99,999 tokens are going to get sent right back into the RWA wallet. So now whatever was raised or made by doing the swaps just continuously goes back into the project. And now I have more tokens into the Bigfoot 404 wallet. And now I have that in order for injecting more liquidity or more tokens to balance out the pool for the token side of Big.
Yeah, I like how it's well thought out, because it all stays in house, and you're not having to actually dump on anybody within the project to actually generate, liquidity for you to actually get involved in the RW in the IRL project. So that actually makes a lot of sense. And I like the fact that you're actually working it where, look, we keep it in here, and basically off the transaction, the fees is how we grow the RWA. So it's not, you're not asking any of the community members to say, okay, look, we want you guys to purchase more in order for us to continue. It's just a transaction. As long as you do swaps, and those fees are actually what generates the money for us, for you to guys do the RWA projects. Is that correct?
Yep, that's how the whole thing was structured. Again, because it's like royalties. Like it's clear when you go to use it on the actual site. Whenever you go to do a swap, we have a little pop-up that shows up and it says, "Are you sure that you want to do this?" Not like you accidentally hit a button or something like that. And then you have to approve that, yes, you want to do this. And then you have to sign for the transaction. Then it does the swap. And then when the swap goes through, if you wanted to, you can go and look on SolScan and see that your tokens went from here. They went into this contract. 66,000 tokens from the contract get sent into this wallet. Again, that's labeled with a .sol name. And then it's converted into the NFT. The NFT is pulled out of the escrow. That NFT is sent to you. And then the whole contract approves the finalization of the transfer, and then that's it. And you can see where all the tokens are going. It's not like it's on a split. It's not like it's going to one wallet and another wallet at the same time. It's going directly into the same exact wallet. And some people in the community, like we have Bandito, who since the beginning, I don't know if he was just doing it because he wanted to check, or if he wanted to be like, I guess you could say, quote unquote, auditing what's going on. He would keep all the wallets saved, and he would give the community like updates on how much is in the RWA wallet, how much is in this wallet. Like when we were doing the minting of the squirrels, how much money is inside of the mint for the squirrels. When we sent out payments from that wallet in order to pay for the Mutant Labs team, in order to do development, he would just do posts and stuff about it. And like, oh, we just sent over, 17,000 as our first payment. Now we raised this much. And everything is done. The pre-sale is out. This is how much the pre-sale raised. And he would just constantly give everybody updates on what's going on. So if anything was done, I guess you could say like maliciously, or if we tried to hide anything, it's nearly impossible because Bandito is constantly on my ass as far as like where the money's going, where it is, how much is in it, like, you know, constant updates on what the market cap is. So it's very, very transparent what we're trying to do. It's like, you know, showing everybody your cards of what you're doing.
No, you got to appreciate that. I mean, you got to, you know, everybody has to have a bandito in their community. You know, I mean, it keeps everybody honest, right?
Keeps everybody honest. And also, when we found this one property location, Bandito, what he does as a profession is he does like soil testing. And when we found this one location, I decided to actually go and pull the soil composition map, and he's like head over heels with this property as well because of the stuff that's actually on site.
No, that's awesome. Hey, congrats, man. Bandito's a new dad, by the way, you guys. I think 2 weeks now. You know, he's got a little boy, his first little guy. So, congrats, my brother. No, that's awesome, man. I think you've covered a lot of stuff. That's for sure. I mean, I like the fact that you've actually looked at this and you really looked at all the angles, and you, especially for your IRL, you know, what you do in IRL, that this plays a huge role in it. You know, in the real estate, obviously, is something that everybody at some point needs to get involved in. You know, we're always going to need real estate. So looking at this one, having a project that how do I bring a project on chain that actually can get a community behind it, and the community can actually grow too. So it's, but you know, I actually really like the idea, you know, that. So I appreciate you coming up and actually sharing about it.
Oh, and the other thing to touch on as far as the PFP collection, right? So the PFP collection, all this stuff was actually done because of Mao. Like, Mao's the reason for the PFPs, and he didn't know he was going to be the reason for the PFPs. Because if you look at the 404 NFTs, you can see the Bigfoot that's in the actual photo, also with, like, you know, the backdrops and cabin photos and stuff like that in the background. So you kind of got a hint of what we were trying to do. After he got his 404 through his airdrop, he decided he wanted to zoom in on the 404 and then wear that as his profile picture. And after a while of just seeing him, I'm like, you know, we talked to the team, and I'm like, we should do a PFP collection so that other people can support, and the NFTs themselves, like, there's only 5 individual characters and 5 different backgrounds. So let's make some different traits to, like, personalize it if people wanted to actually support, you know, never forced anybody to do it. I mean, for the longest time, a lot of our core members, they had SMBs as their profile pictures. It's not like I'm going to, you know, gatekeep and, like, you know, you can't publicly do that. It's bad for PR because you're wearing like a different profile picture. I really don't care. You can be whoever you want. It's your own individual person. And I feel like that's kind of weird in order to push people out of your community based on a profile picture, right? I mean, it's just like a visual on screen. So we decided to take the character, you know, bring the character up forefront. Pup, who actually has the Pups collection, was our artist that we decided in order to pay to do the creation of the PFPs. But again, I didn't want to take any funding from the community because they're already invested in something that I started. So again, I made the collection 10,000 NFTs, and the only way that you could mint, so it would be like a community-based thing, you had to have big tokens, and it was only 1 token in order to mint one of the PFPs. Now, you were allowed to do 10 per wallet. And then after we did a vote, when we were around like 75% minted out, I upped it to 30 per wallet. And then we fully minted out the entire collection and all these individual traits and characteristics and stuff like that. So the original cost of one of these PFPs was actually a fraction of a penny. And now we're sitting at a 0.1 SOL floor. And again, I have a bunch of them. I probably have like 250 of them, but I've never sold them. I just use those in order to onboard other people to the community like the rest of us have. Like, it's most of the community that's been sweeping and purchasing a lot of the different PFPs. And that's how all the PFPs came into fruition.
So, I mean, I changed mine temporarily. I put a post out because I've been having my Unruggables 1 of 1 custom one made that I've been rocking. And then on Friday night, bam, just just says, hey, hits me up, send me your Solana at wallet. And so I sent it to him, and this bad boy showed up. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna rock it. To be honest with you, I've nobody's in the space has really given me anything. I've been in part of giveaways, but I've actually participated in I've purchased squares or be it whatever I put into it. So this was actually the person I've gotten within the space that would that I didn't have to actually purchase. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna rock it for a couple of days. And I haven't changed this is the first time I've changed my PFP since I've been with the Unruggables. For a temporary thing, because I do want to honor Bam for actually blessing me. So shout out to you, Bam.
Show the love, brother. I think it's awesome, man, and it's freaking badass. I gotta jump in and say the collection's cool as fuck, guys. Like, number one, you guys definitely nailed the artwork, and seeing the community that you have behind you, you just kind of keep knocking off those checklist things. I've actually known Mal for a really long time as well, and yeah, I mean, seeing like NFT kids showing up and repping out. It really shows what you guys got going on. So, shout out to you guys, and I'm gonna put my eyes on it for sure. I'll put my eyes on it.
Yeah,
appreciate
definitely.
that. So what else is going on? What's the next step for you guys?
Next step for us, besides going to actually view the property, is again, like trying to reach out to other people that are in the space that are doing certain stuff. I don't know if anyone's aware, but if you know the company, it's a lot of people do because it's relatively a big company. Trivago, that does like booking for hotels and also for flights and stuff like that. They just partnered up with a company that's called Trivala. They did this on the 6th of February, so a couple days back. Now you're able to actually do hotel bookings and flights based on crypto. So you can do everything with crypto. Anytime that you actually use their platform, if you're going through Trivala, you get a kickback in cryptocurrency. I think it's like either 5 or 10%. So based on your flights and travel and stuff like that. For a while, they're doing a promotional thing. Anytime that you sign up, I think it was you get a certain amount of SOL or whatever the case may be. Other than that, reaching out to the people that are behind Proppy and some of the individuals that actually work for them, so that we can facilitate this whole entire transaction on chain, so that our Bigfoot 404 wallet would be the one that would be holding the NFT on-chain deed for the property itself. So we're really trying to do every part of this on chain. So everything is going to be crypto based, and it would give a little bit more clarity to anyone that's involved in the project to be able to check our wallet at any given time and see that we actually do own this RWA and it's attached to this project. And I mean, that's the whole general concept of trying to do something like this, right? Like, because it would be different if we just hold a paper deed for it and saying like, oh, this is the RWA of the project. Like, no, it would be on chain. Like, it would actually be on chain. You could see it at any given time. And something else that we came across, now what they're allowing you to do is, if you own a home, you kind of know what I mean as far as a HELOC, a home equity line of credit. You're actually able now to leverage your home in order to take out a loan in cryptocurrency. And then based on the price of when you take out that loan on your home, so picture what we're trying to do as far as the RWA side, like we'd have access to a lot of money again without ever having to extract it from the community. We'd be leveraging our asset of the RWA in order to pull out cryptocurrency. And then the business would actually, be running in order to gain your profits on the IRL side. Quote unquote normies would be the one that would be doing booking and stuff like that. And then when we generate that funding, we'd be able to pay back the loan based on the price that it was originally written up for. So say if something like this was available a couple of years ago, even now, because just how crypto markets move, you'd be able to take out, say, one Bitcoin loan on your house for, say, whatever it was, like a couple of years ago. Say if it was like 60K. And then over a 5-year term, you're going to have to pay back that $60,000. But now if Bitcoin moves up, and Bitcoin, like when it hit like 105, 106, you'd be able to pay back your loan within a year instead of 5 years, right? Which looks a lot better on you and also your business or on your personal. And now you're $40,000 in profit because that's what you would receive back. So it's kind of cool how everything is moving as far as it goes with blockchain technology and crypto being involved in different types of real world assets.
Yeah, and that kind of goes along. I think, was it last weekend? There was a property in Hawaii that was sold through Bitcoin, right? It was a transaction all went down through crypto. So, I mean, the world's waking up to it. So I think we're going to see more of that now as well. I know that there's like 401ks that are going to start at some point offer it too, because I know my wife's company, their rep actually started talking about it to them, that they might be thinking about, if they want to start doing a portion of their portfolio, allocating it to crypto. And obviously right now it's Bitcoin is what they're talking about. They're not really talking about anything else outside of Bitcoin. And I think there's going to be more and more of it coming into, especially within the next 4 years that we, with the current administration that we have being so crypto friendly. So I think it's just opens up a lot more doors.
Well, with what's going on right now, as far as what we're seeing of what our government has been doing in the United States and where all the funding and stuff has been going, and no one's been audited or checked on where money's getting sent. I could see it very quickly moving in that direction in order to verify every type of transaction that's going to be on chain, to see where money's actually moving. And also it keeps it a lot easier for bookkeeping. Again, that's why I wanted to do everything on chain and save all the information of where money's going and what it's being used for. Because as far as like your paperwork, I guess you could say, for a business, it makes it much easier in order to track when everything's permanently saved on chain of what happened and where the funds went and what it was used for and so on and so forth. But yeah, property, what they did in Hawaii, because I pay attention to those guys a lot because they're doing a lot of innovation in the space. It was an auction for a property, right? So you could start putting in different amounts of Bitcoin in order to purchase that actual property. And yeah, they finally did their first completion of a sale on chain. And as far as it goes with the mortgage with them, if you ever bought a house before, you're looking at about 150 different pages of shit that you have to sign. Well, when you do it on chain, that whole process, it doesn't take 2 to 3 months anymore. You can actually facilitate a purchase of a property now, and it takes about 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous, right? I mean, and like you said, it's on chain, so it's like you can't manipulate it. So it's all right there in the open. You just have to trace it. And so the paperwork side, yeah, for sure, that helps a lot too, especially when you're doing it through crypto. It's a pretty quick transaction. You got the Bitcoin, here you go, okay, done. Pretty much. So it's actually pretty interesting that see that happen and that transition, that people are actually opening up to that. And and I think people are becoming more and more aware of it. Like with the administration, what's going on with their audit that's going. Yeah, I think that's going to be a really big eye opener for people. It's like, wait a minute, we can put it on the blockchain, we can track it, so we're not really worrying about people manipulating it. So that accountability level changes. It brings that accountability a lot higher too. So I think that's some of the stuff I think that's going to push forward a lot harder too. It's like, look, here we go. If we do it this way, it's on the blockchain. If we continue trusting people, they can hide funds. They can, reroute funds different ways. And so I think that's a pretty big deal right now for people. And I think that's where a lot of people are afraid of right now within the politicians. And I don't think it's just Democrats, to be honest with you, that are doing it. I think there's some Republicans, some independents are going to be exposed too. But right now, obviously, they're yelling at the Democrats. The Democrats are the ones that are doing the most yelling right now. So we'll see what happens with that.
And the other thing that most of our community can see it, especially our like core team members, when it comes to what we're doing with this project, we're going to be the first ones to actually do it, which means if someone else is trying to do the same exact thing, you would just be quote unquote a derivative. And in most collections of how it goes, the original is always seen to be much more valuable than any derivative, so you'd have like, I guess you could say like the Bored Apes compared to like the Soul Apes, one has a lot more value to it because it's the first one to do it. And I look around. I try to check to see on other projects that are doing the same thing, and so far we're the first to do it. So it's always better to be first.
No, for sure, for sure. What's up, Bam?
What's going on, dude?
How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. We got hit with like 7 inches of snow last night, and so I had the headphones on. I was just listening. I had to shovel the driveway. Someone had to do it.
Yeah, I can't relate to that, bro. I've never had to do that, so sorry. I feel for you.
What, you don't get hit with snow where you at, or are you
Dude,
just
I'm in California.
you?
I'm in shorts right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
hurting
god.
right now, dude. It's 64.
Yeah, dude. We have someone from Florida on the team, and when Florida got hit with that snowstorm, I think every single person on the team kept saying, "Where is he? Where's the guy in shorts? Huh?"
It's all bundled
Yeah,
up
I
under
swear to God,
the
everyone
electric
had their
blanket.
pitchforks. So I swear to God, everyone had their pitchforks. They're like, "Yeah, it ain't warm anymore, huh, bud?" So yeah, nah, man. I was just grateful that you held the space for us today, brother. Seriously, I was just appreciative, man. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
man, I appreciate what you guys are doing, and obviously one of the things that we're trying to do as a community too is, building bridges with people that are like-minded, that are really actually out there trying to develop a community, not to extract from, but to actually help their community and members to grow. So, and been around you guys for a bit, kind of been listening, and I think I believe what you guys do, your ethos line up with what I believe the Unruggables are trying to do. So I figured, hey, why not? Let's throw up a space. I host one on Sundays, so I'm like, why not? Let's reach out to another community, see, but we can, collaborate a little bit, get to know each other a little bit better. A few members of our community came out of the same community you guys came out of, so it's like,
Yeah,
there's some
yeah,
history
yeah.
there. So like, okay,
No, you guys gave everyone an equal opportunity out of 50x, man. I'll be honest. You guys were posting the market cap on Scratch, and she was like at 130K from what I recall, and it went as high as I think like 5-6 million. You guys have the data better, but I had to applaud you guys because it was organic, man. Like you got to see it for yourself if you were just watching. So I always commended you guys for that. To be honest, man. At first, I was like, "Who are these guys? Are they just gonna try to steal the community?" I was brainwashed myself, bro. And then time, it shows you what's trying to be hidden, man. And eventually, what's in the dark comes to the light, bro. And like I said, man, that's why I honestly am a man enough to eat my own words, bro, and say like you guys earned my respect, bro, because everyone in your community was given a 50x. No one got shamed into selling. No one got shamed into anything, bro. So I think that's fucking badass, to be honest, dude.
yeah, no, we got. I mean, as far as what we call the OGs, the guys that were in it from the beginning. Vet, I came into community because of Vet, because I knew Vet from before, and I saw his PFP on one of their spaces. I was like, I know that guy, so I helped in there, and I'm like, okay, here's home for me. And yeah, all the OGs we've basically held. We're not going like I have a certain dollar amount the market cap has to reach for me to even mess with my tokens. And so that's the same way. But a few of us, few of the OGs are. We're like, look, once it hits this number, we each have a number in our head.
I'm
Me personally, I won't touch my
fine.
my tokens until it hits 100 million.
Yeah.
Once Scratch hits 100 million market cap, that's when I'll do my first selling.
Yeah, I'm buying all the way up to 100 million.
Yeah. So yeah, we could definitely, and then we have a great founder, with visionary, holding the floor. He's got a bunch of investors, IRL investors that he knows that are in the project, and there's more on the side, waiting on the sideline to come in too. And it's just we're trying to just build it, and we're able to do that. And then you guys are doing similar stuff too. I mean, honestly, you guys have your guys that have been with you since the beginning that are diamond handing, they're holding down the floor, and they're saying, look, we're gonna ride this to wherever, to Valhalla, as everybody says. I actually don't like saying that because every time I hear that, somebody's getting raped. Be honest
Yeah,
with you.
it grosses me out. No, 100%, dude. But like you said, like there's people on the team. If they put in 10 grand, brother, and they're holding 120 right now, they don't care about it that it's 120. It's all about the market cap. It's all about the project, man. Like motherfuckers are not really worried about right now we don't have TikTok brains, man. And that's why I said, dude, like I've watched you guys like a creep. I'm very observant, man. And your floor didn't tank. You guys are still here. You know, like the proof is in the pudding, brother. That's kind of why, like, when conversations are being had in the background, like you guys support us and we support you for fucking free, man. Because, like I said, it says a lot about your community that you guys have a respect for one another. Where I don't know, I just didn't catch anything weird going on, brother, for real. And that's why like MC immediately joined your space. That's why Matt joined your space, and it's always gonna be like this, bro.
No, I appreciate it, man. I mean, we got to support each other. You know, I mean, there's so much shady shit that goes on in this space. You know, so when you get around some people that are real, that are authentic, they're genuine, they want to see people grow. You want to gravitate to those people, and you want to just lock hands. It's like, look, let's lock arms because it's a battle, man. It's not a joke. I mean, there's a lot of people getting rinsed all the time. You know, and they're unfortunately getting rinsed by leaders in their own community. You know, and that's what saddens me because it's like, look, these guys believed in you, and they put their hard-earned money into projects that you're support, you know, kind of throwing out and pitching, and then you kind of use them as liquidity, you know, exit liquidity, and that's just sad because what it does is this actually ruins the space, and you know, puts a huge black black eye on crypto, you know, and that's not what we want. We're trying to grow it because honestly, man, I'm trying to get my kids into it. My oldest daughter actually bought some Scratch. You know, I have the wallets under one of my. Opened up a Phantom wallet for her. You know, and she actually bought it. It's her own money. Dad didn't roll the money for her. It's money she earned, and she's like, "Okay, Dad, when I'm ready to buy some more, I'll let you know." I'm like, "Cool." You know, I'm not going to put my kid in a project I don't believe in. You know, it's my kid, man. That's my flesh and blood.
Oh, dude, I put a subsequent amount of money in the pre-sale, but divvied up for my family that they didn't know about, and I had my brother asking me like with interest, like, "Yo, can I buy some big?" Because we're around like 700K market cap, and I was like, "I'm gonna be honest with you, brother, I'm okay, man." I was like, "You just be happy that you have a brother that's like grateful as fuck for having good siblings. So I'm paying you guys back." I was like, "So you're good, man." And he saw Melania Trump rip, and he goes, "Hey, having issues uploading some money. Can you do this for me?" And I was about to buy it, and I was just like, "Brother," I was like, "This is gonna fucking tank." And he goes, "You sure, man?" He kept like badgering my ear. It tanks. And I was like, "Listen, remember that 1,000 you sent me?" I was like, "That 1,000 would have been $280 right now." He goes, "Are you serious, man?" It's like, "It's all right." I go, "It's not 280 though." I was like, "It's like 2,800 right now." I was like, "Cause I bought big with it." I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, I just figured, fuck it. And he was like, "Are you serious, man?" I go, "Yeah, just send me your Phantom wallet so I can send it to you." He goes, "You know what, man? Just hold it." He goes, "Cause I don't really like invest in crypto often." He goes, "If I see him up 3 grand on my $1,000, he goes, I'm gonna sell it, bro." He goes, "I'm gonna forget my brother's behind the project." He goes, "This is fucking insane." He goes, "I'm gonna let you," same thing. He goes, "I'm gonna let you know, man." He was like, "When I want to deposit some more," he goes, "But this is fucking sick." And yeah, bro, like just organic, dude. That because I wanted him to get the tokens back so you could feel it like in his hand. Like, dude, this is why I'm on the phone every day. This is why I'm talking to people. This is why I'm pushing this product. Because I don't think this is gonna be a Burger King French fry. I really do think this is gonna be Burger King, homie. Like I'm giving you an opportunity to get in on something that's, I'm really trying over here to do something and leave something behind that we're proud of, bro. And I think that's like the best part about this whole fucking experience, man. Is I don't feel like I'm wasting anyone's time. I'm shilling you bullshit. I'm a snake oil salesman. Like, no, my brother. If you just can't understand the data we're giving you, that's different. I could try to explain that better, bro. But if you think I'm bullshitting, then that's not my problem, bro. I'm not here to convince you, man. Because there's a lot of other bullshit actors out here that you could go fucking buy their shit. And let me know how that works out for you.
No, 100%. Yeah, I mean, for sure. And you know, it helps though too when you have solid founders like, you know, with MC, you know, with Visionary, with the Unruggables. I mean, you want to ride or die with those guys, you know, because it's like, you know, their heart. They want to really, really bless people, and it's not about for them. I mean, MC, I'm sure it's not about the money. I know definitely for you know, Visionary, it's not about the money. You know, because his IRL business, that's just fine in IRL. Be honest with you, for him to be in crypto is a headache. It's not a blessing for him to actually be, doing this kind of stuff, because his IRL business does just fine enough, right, Vet? He does solid in his IRL. He doesn't have to do this stuff. He just does it because he wants to see people win. And I believe that's same vision that MC has too. He just wants to see his community win. That's
I'm a
important.
creep, brother. I know this guy was trying to do this for years. Yeah, everything's been on the blockchain since 2022. The steps into what was being done, the foundation. When I start putting two together, brother, that this guy is no LARP. Yeah, I'm a bit of a sicko, dude. I offered him to be my co-host back in June, first time, just taking a chance, and he saw something in me in the terms of my gift of gab. Well, my gift of gab, I was just so talented in his fucking brain. And I felt like same situation, bro. This guy doesn't owe anyone a conversation. He doesn't feel like talking to people. Not because he's higher than thou. Brother's busy, man. Actually, legitimately busy. And I figured, hey, I'm gonna play a little mind game. this guy believes in me. Well, I believe this guy should be talking to some people, because the shit that comes out of his fucking mouth is really informative, man. And he never comes away with it like, now here's my soul wallet, and then send me some Solana for that information I just gave you. And it was always just like, yo, sincere. And so little by little, brother, like this guy came off the mic more often, talking to people, and I'm like, there was times, bro, I wouldn't speak the whole fucking 2 hour space, and it was just this guy in the green. And everyone had their jaw dropped, I know. Because they would hear shit coming out of his mouth, and they're like, dude, there's no way that this guy is this smart. And I was like, yep. And then check this, man. He actually wants to help you, bro. It's not just wavering his IQ. Like, it's not what we're doing here, bro. It's the fact that someone smart is smart enough to understand that there's people that need help, and not everyone could afford it or has the opportunity to, I guess, like, put out 20 hours every day to study. This guy's gonna try to help you simplify things, man. And like I said, brother, like, what kind of person dedicates time every day to help people? Like, no way a bad person does that. And I tested him for fucking months to see, like, is this guy gonna break one day and just disappear because he realizes, like, he doesn't need us, bro. He's good. Nah, bro, like, he's still here every day, Salt. And there's days where I wasn't feeling well. He's tapping in with the community. How you guys doing? And it was like, oh, this guy really lives and breathes and shit. All right, bet. Like, this is not someone who's gonna disappear on me, bro. He's not someone who's gonna block me one day because I posted a ticker that I liked. So, like I said, man, like, it's hard when you're an adult and you're surrounded by people that are older than you, and they're acting like childs, and it sways you away from crypto, because you're like, it's like a bunch of fucking morons running this show. And then you finally meet some normal fucking people, brother, that don't need the money in your wallet. In fact, they just want to see if they could help grow it, because theirs is gonna grow too, and see what comes out of that, bro. Very simple and plain, man. Some people just want to complicate shit.
No, for sure, for sure. And I think some people do it too for clout. So MC, that's not the case with him, and I definitely not the case with Visionary. I think there's genuinely, like I said, I can't stress that enough. They genuinely want to help people, and that is rare. Not just in this space, that's rare in life too, in IRL too. Because I think a lot of people just want to build their own empire. And you know what? It's like, hey, however I can extract from people to build my empire, that's all I'm going to do. And to have the tables kind of turned, going, look, I want to get to the top, but I want everybody else to come with me. That's not, they're just wired different, man. And I gravitate toward those kind of people, because that's how I really am wired that way too. It's like, I want everybody around me to win. And I've walked away from deals in IRL where I think everybody could win in it. And it's like, for me, I used to actually raise money for private equity firms. That's what I did for a living. I actually was a securities broker. I was registered with the, FINRA and the NASD, and I had my license, my securities license, and I would meet with high net worth clients and do private deals with them. And it was crazy, it was seeing some people and what kind of money they wanted in returns and all that, and what they're willing to do to get that money. And for me, it wasn't worth the deal, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to screw somebody over to get ahead. It's just, I'm not wired that way. I don't, it has to do a lot with my old man. My old man instilled some values in my brother and I that, if honestly, I get emotional about it, but if I can be a tenth of a man that my dad was, I'm good. Because my dad, integrity, man, that man, I've never met a man that was more integrous than my old man. And I don't say it because I'm biased because he's my dad. I've yet to meet somebody that was more integrous than my dad. and he valued integrity above everything else because his name meant something to him, you know. And he says, "Look, you can't put a value on a good name, you
Brother,
know."
I
And
give
that,
you, I knew, I'm not surprised, bro. I gave you a $30 gift, and you PFP'd it for the day because you're so appreciative, and you held a space talking about a project that I'm a part of. For a $30 gift out of my heart to you, man. That's the kind of fucking person you are. That's my point, man. Like, not enough men and women in this space have fucking a backbone, and it's tiring because people's livelihoods, their real money they work for every fucking day, is on the line. They don't have to. I understand. Everything's a gamble. Sometimes things are more of a calculated gamble than less. And I think that's where we're just trying to highlight here. This isn't a regular fucking meme coin. There's actually people behind this with a heart, passion, and real careers that they're not willing to throw on the line for a couple $1,000s, for $100,000, for $1,000,000, man. People are not cowardly. They're not trying to hide when they go back to IRL because they're ashamed that they're a thief now. I got way too many things on my plate for me to be concerned about. For me to want to jeopardize that for fucking some money. It's never, because then it's never gonna be okay. My nieces, they're never gonna have a normal life because people are gonna try attacking because their uncle's a scam artist. My brother can't go to work and open up a business because they'll be like, "Oh, your last name's no good," because Bam wanted to fucking rug people. Like I hold that shit way too close to my heart for me to throw that shit away. People put in way too much time in my IRL life. I have a business, for instance, I'm not throwing away for nothing. So that's why when I'm on crypto, on Web3, and on Twitter, who I am in IRL is who I am on this fucking phone. Nothing changes.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's the same thing. I look at it. I have 3 girls. I have 3 daughters. I want my last name when people meet them to know that there's something behind that last name. That their dad never scammed anybody. You know, I've done business the right way. You know, when I shake your hand, my handshake means something. You know, I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. You know, and you can ask a lot of my people that know me in IRL. I mean, you can't ask them on the space because you don't know a lot of my IRL people. But at some point, we'll meet up. You know, and that's how I operate. It's important to me. You know, at the end of
So
the day, it's
we
important for me
never
for my
put
kids.
me, MC, Mal, Plague, Bandito, Acer, Johnny, Armin, Grits, everyone on the team. We've never put our family, our friends in a jam. Never did a motherfucking scam. That's been our theme song. We have actually a song that's what the guy says in the lyrics, and we play it every day. We giggle because we think about who we were once associated with, and it was not who we are as a person because we didn't know. Everyone fell for the rouse, man. And so we are here to lead that charge of never gonna put you in a fucking jam. We're never gonna put you through a fucking scam. And we're gonna stay here 10 toes, my brother, to make sure we're here every fucking day, whether it's on spaces in a group chat, if we're behind an unruggable space and the listeners just supporting, like, nah, man, this is like I said, dude, it's a new year and we're gonna show motherfuckers really how we're supposed to be moving.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah. What's up, Laser?
Hey, what's up, man? Listening to all the gyms over here, man. It's all over the place. It's New York. It's cold over here, but it's great space, man. Salt doing a great job.
Yeah, well, you got a bunch of your fellow New Yorkers on here too. You know, you got a bunch of East Coasters on today. So
Word.
you're among
Yeah,
family.
yo, man, laser it up, man. Yo, welcome, welcome, like always, man. Good vibes, and I always say this: don't go where you're tolerated, go where you're celebrated. And definitely, Unruggables right here as a space, man. Always celebrated, and like I said, we learn from the terrains, man. We learn from all these different curves and maneuvers, and we don't want to go back to those things. So this is a great space, great knowledge, and like I said, man, we got to show some love. Tweet the page, comment. And man, this is the year. 2025 is our year.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. I think look, with projects like this, with communities like the Unruggables, with Big, I think we can actually have a huge impact in this space. We already, I think, already started that. Where people are waking up a little bit, especially if you've been in the space for any time. I got in it around May of last year of 2024, and yeah, seen some shit in this space in that short amount of time. And it's like, for new people coming on, even though for ones that been around for a bit, like Mal, Vet, you guys, MC, Bam, and all that, it's a fresh, let me get my words straight here. Watching this kind of shift of what people are doing projects right, it's a paradigm shift that people aren't used to. And it takes it a while for people to come around and going, hey, look, like, I'll be honest with you, I watched you guys for about, when I'm in that big project, when you guys launched it, I was like, I want to get in. I'm like, I don't know, because of the history, from where we all came from. So I just stood back and I just watched and I just observed. I'm like, I'm not going to rush. I'm not going to FOMO. I'm just going to see if this is legit. And I just saw it grow, and I was like, man, okay, now I'm going to get around this a little bit, because I know it has momentum. I know it's legitimate. I know the team is solid, and just kind of hopped in, and then had the opportunity to pick up some of those big neighbors. And I went shopping. I couldn't beat the price. I mean, that stuff was going, some were going for like $12, $13, $14. I'm like, I'm going to sweep some of these guys, and it's been a fun ride since then, to be honest with you guys, so I much respect for what you guys are doing, for sure. What's up, Luke? I saw you requested to come up, so brought you up. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I did saw the space, and I just wanted to say hello. Thank you all for the great work you're doing. Yeah, building bridges, and yeah, I actually requested the mic because I wanted to ask for an honest feedback for the product, and I don't know if I'm permitted to do so.
Okay, you got a lot of background noise, so you're cutting in and out a little bit, but go ahead, we'll give it a shot. I don't know if you could get better, either drop down, come back in, but you are cutting in and out, so I'm getting every like third word from you.
Okay, give me a minute.
What's up, Plague? How you doing, brother?
I saw this space pop up and I'm like, holy shit, this is my two favorite groups on the entire internet, all in one place at the same time. And I thought, Jesus, why am I not there? So I'm here. And, this is what real building in crypto space looks like at the end of the day. Most projects are linear, they start, they go, they die. And they don't feed back into itself with real world assets. I keep saying this, right? I see all this stuff out there. It travels this lifeline, right? Whereas the projects that you guys are building, they travel in a circle, right? Like, it's born, it builds, it creates something, and then that creation feeds back into the project, and it keeps going and going and going. And I see two of the best projects here in crypto, as far as I'm concerned, that are actually building something. It's not speculation based. It's based on something that's actually being built, that is going to feed back into itself and create a demand for its own product, right? At the end of the day. So, long live the days of speculation, but it's time for them to die. Let's move on to shit where people are actually building stuff, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to invest in good people too, man. Like, fuck, you got some of the best people in the space here right now. The guys from Unruggables, the guy from Big Neighbours, and there's other projects down there too. Don't get me wrong, But I'm interested in people now. I'm not interested in projects. I'm going to start putting my money in people, because I think that's where the real win is anymore.
Well, I think that's actually too. When people come from normies come in, or call them noobs, normies, whatever. When they come into it, I think we'll see a lot more money come in when the people can come in and go into some real solid projects that have longevity and have a good solid track record. And I think that's where crypto this space needs, more than ever. I think it's solid projects that can see real money. I mean, right now, especially with this, the wealth that's going to be transferred from the boomers. I mean, they currently, right now, the boomers hold, I believe, about $78 trillion is what they have under their belt as far as capital that they have. And imagine that being transferred over to the next generation. Those are the ones that are going to come into crypto. Their kids are the ones that are going to come into crypto. It's not going to be necessarily the boomers per se to come into it. It's their kids and grandkids are going to come in. And if they come into a project that's solid, they're going to start telling their circle of friends, hey, this is what I'm involved in. Here's the people that are leading it. Come check it out. And I think they're more technology savvy than the boomers in that generation. So that's another part that, but they need something to land their money. Because right now, I don't think there's any really new monies coming into this, the market. It's just money being circulated around. So the good money, solid money, there's about, I think, about $6 or $7 trillion right now sitting on the sidelines trying to find a home. And why not be crypto? Why not be some of these projects? The Unruggables, what the, neighbors are doing. I mean, imagine some of that money coming in, how quick both projects can just start really exploding. Some of that capital came into this space. But they need a home to land in, and they need people that they can actually trust and fall into, especially when you're not meeting them face to face in IRL. You're doing it over this space, on your phone, or be it on your desktop, laptop, or whatever. So it's being able to do that. I think it's just going to help us really explode.
Yeah. So with the Trump run, a lot of people lost their profits trying to play into other pump funds after degenning. They didn't know where to park their profits. Most people don't feel like stabling, and most people don't want to just let it sit in SOL. They want to sit in the token because we're here to fucking make money, man. And if there is projects that people can be informed on to where, yeah, shit's gonna run. Jail still just went to 200 million. If you want to exit now, where are you gonna park that money? You look at an Unruggables project. Look at a Bigfoot 404. That's the thing. People haven't had alternatives prior, where after something just ripped retard and it's gonna tank, where do we park this money? And so I think that's the thing goes well. Like people who are already in crypto, once they find out that they could park their money on ETH with the Unruggables and they're not gonna get rugged, when they could park their money in Sol with Bigfoot 404 and they're not gonna get rugged, that's when it's gonna be really cool for us, brother.
No, for sure, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna butcher your name, but I'm gonna get shot. Tiana, Tiona. I guess you're up on speaker. You asked for a request, brought you up. What's going on? Hello.
Mute button, bottom left. It's a gold check mark.
Yeah. The mic. There you go.
Hey, real quick, Salt. While they're figuring out that mute button, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and draw the first number for the Solana Squares giveaway today. Maybe actually I'll even go ahead and post up the round 3 stuff in the Jumbotron. But guys, today we're doing the Solana Squares giveaway. It's a kind of fun little sports betting style, buy-in competition that I like to do. So this is my second one I've gotten off. And today, we're giving away 2 Sol and a Digidog NFT. So, like I said, I'll get round 3 posted up on the top. But real quick here, I'm going to go ahead and just draw this number. Number 11, you get the NFT. Sweet. So I will message that individual here in just a second. I'll also, just so everyone knows, I am doing this live on stream right now through the Unruggables page. So if you're wondering, random number generator, 1 through 25, each square costs 1 Sol. You can buy as many squares as you want. Top prize is 1 whole Solana. Second place, 0.5. So some good prizes in there too.
Yeah, so you're gonna do all of it this morning, Matt?
Yes, I am.
Oh, baby. Okay. Winner chicken dinner. Nice. And then I'm actually gonna give away a couple of big neighbors as well. So I'll look through it. I'm gonna be really honest with it. I'm probably gonna give a couple to the guys on Unruggables, because those are my homies. Those are the guys I run with, and I'll probably give a couple more to some other people. I actually had the opportunity to pick up a few here and there, so I'm actually doing that as well. If you guys haven't had a chance to go check that out, maybe MC or Bam could talk about that a little bit as far as where to go to pick up some of those big neighbors, PFPs. Because I'll do it injustice if I talk about it.
Nah, for sure. So we're gonna have 2 collections affiliated with Bigfoot 404. It's an MPL-404 created by Mutant Labs. That right now, the floor equivalency to swapping out of tokens, it's roughly around 12 to 14 Sol to get yourself a Bigfoot 404. If you like yourself what we have right here at PFP, me, Bam, MC, and Mao, and Salt. That's a big neighbor. Currently I'm Magic Eden, Soul Sniper, and Tenzer. I want to say the floor right now is roughly around 0.13. I haven't checked since yesterday. Um, that will be coming with airdrops. First round is going to be 666 tokens. We've been teasing this around, giving people more than enough time to move their neighbors around and put it in all one wallet if they wanted, because some people already had them spread out when it came to mint. So you're thinking to yourself, it's 0.13, but 666 tokens, it's a couple bucks now. It's not going to be a couple bucks later. So it's not just the NFT. There is going to be some sort of use case behind it. I will say that, which is neat, honestly, because it's not just a fucking picture you're buying, Which usually it's totally fine. That's what we're here for. But the fact that there is going to be a sort of an incentive behind it, just to give people that feeling of like, did I only buy an NFT or did I get something else? And yeah, you're gonna get some shit else, bro. So definitely check that out. Big neighbors on Magic Eden, Soul Sniper, and Tenzer.
Sounds good, man. Hey, for the guys that are in the Unruggables, send me your Solana wallets, please. DM me or whatever you want to do it, so I can send you
So
one
how
of
many
these
guys you got
signatures.
on your team, bro?
Well, currently I'm going by who's on the space, but as
Okay,
far
so Alex, Lasers, actually, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or like you see like 6 on your team right now?
yeah,
Or am I delusional?
Clips is on our team. You got
Alright, so
Laser.
so I'm gonna so for what you did today, brother, I'm gonna send you 6 out of my wallet, bro. Once I get to the computer, so just give me like an hour. But so whatever you were planning on giving, you give to the community, or you could double down and give to your homies. I don't give a fuck, but as a sign of respect from our project to yours, man.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Let's throw some hundreds, man. That's alpha right there.
Yeah, that's communities working together, bro. That's what it looks
That's
like.
awesome. That's freaking cool, guys. Hell yeah. All right, real quick. Fourth place prize, 0.2 soul, goes to number 15. Congratulations. Salt, you actually know who that one is. That's funny.
What number?
15.
Nice, cool, nice.
All right. Well, since we're here, I'm going to go ahead and hit it one more time. Third place prize, 0.3 soul, coming up now. Number 6. Congratulations, number 6. All right, we got 2 more prizes to go, guys. The 0.5 soul and the 1 soul. I'll do those here in just a few minutes.
Hey, Vet, do me a favor. Can you make Unruggables? Can you approve the request for Unruggables co-host so I can bring up more speakers? I'm kind of capped out now. You there?
Yeah. Send it one more time real quick.
I will, definitely. There you go. I just sent it over again. Hopefully it went through. We'll see what happens. Okay. Tiano, are you ready to talk, or you figured it out? Where we at? Bottom left, Mike.
Yo, guys, can you guys hear me?
Hey, what's going on?
Yo, brother, I'm really sorry. I had some connection issues, and of course, I think
Okay.
is my first space. I mean, this is my first time on this space. I don't know, I'm sure, but
Is it me, or I can barely hear you? Anybody else having that problem, or just me?
Yeah,
you
no,
guys,
it's a little faint.
can you guys hear me now? Am I audible?
Oh, there you go.
Like,
That's a lot
Yeah,
better.
Yeah,
now you're
much
better,
better.
man.
yeah, I'm sorry. So sorry. So sorry. I mostly, they call me the rug lord. And of course, ruggable. Sorry, you can't. I rug a lot. And that's because, I most likely have, always have network issues. But yeah, I just tuned in. Basically, my aim was to, come make new friends because I see whole lot of people, new PFPs that, I'm not too familiar with. Of course, I've seen this PFPs. I once asked if it was an ape, and I think I was corrected that it wasn't an ape. It was an animal. I think I can't remember, but I'm loving the strong community bond, and I love where when I hop in a vicinity. Should I put it as a vicinity or a space, and I see some this different PFP that shows a strong community. Uh, and of course, I like hooking around good communities out there, good new faces to connect with more people. So it's a chill Sunday for me. So I just thought of going out there to connect with people I haven't connected with. You know, Basically that's how I roll with my Sundays. And of course, I see a whole lot and a whole bunch of new faces here. Shout out to you guys. Shot the host a follow. Shouldn't I also shot the co-host a follow? So basically, I'm just here to connect and listen and chill and see what's going on. I see that you guys are rolling and popping in some NFTs. And then, of course, while you guys are doing so, I'll be researching and see if I can get one or two. And overall, just shout out to all of the people in here. I mean, guys, correct me once again. Is this an ape or a monkey or what animal is this? Salt,
It's a
please.
it's a Sasquatch. It's a Bigfoot.
All right. Sasquatch. Yeah, I think I was corrected one time on the space. I couldn't remember clearly, but when I saw the first time, I thought it was an ape. But Sasquatch is that from? I don't know what kind of. I mean, sorry. I'm gonna like. I don't know if you guys have a link to the account where I could look it up and check up myself, so that I don't get to ask stupid questions continuously. But yeah, yeah.
No,
Shout
you're
out to
good, bro. You're
Bigfoot,
gonna just go on your
man.
Safari. I don't know what web browser you're using. Just put in Bigfoot404.com, and that's
okay.
going to be the project's website to give you all the information behind it. And there's going to be two
Okay.
collections there. When you go on Magic Eden, there's Bigfoot 404, directly correlated with the token. And then there's a Big Neighbors, which is just an NFT, 10,000 piece collection, correlated with the project.
And
All right. Thank
this
you very much.
just not to butcher anything, but I'm just gonna base it on your accent. I'm guessing you're from somewhere in Africa. I'm guessing. So I guess
Yeah, of course.
the most closely
I'm in
related
Nigeria.
thing. Yeah. So the most closely related thing to something that would be like, I guess, like a mythological creature that would be relevant to your area. It's basically like a yeti, right? So that's what the actual artwork is. It's like a different versions of a yeti.
Okay, thanks for the insight. Now I'm getting to relate even more better. Like, thank you. I mean, that did justice to my curiosity, and of course, yeah, of course, I could be African, but I have spent so much time with so many American communities out here, and a lot of friends that that explored me, um, that explored me about basically America and a whole lot about them. And yeah, I see NFT Kid down there. He is a legend. Shout out to him. But yeah, I'm gonna look up the website and check further and see for myself, research, and of course, watch a whole lot of movies. And yeah, I could relate when you were making some explanation. So thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate you.
No worries, man. Thanks for coming up. What's up, Clips? How's the market doing, brother?
Yeah, jam. What's
What
good?
that clips? We should pick the
Jam,
0.5 soul winner
jam.
real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
GM.
Wait, surprise.
Jam.
Oh, number four. Number four. Congratulations, number 4. 0.5 soul. I will DM you.
Nice. Yeah, no,
.5.
I
Nice.
heard
Number
Bam.
4 got .5.
I wanted to come up and say thanks to Bam. I heard him. And yeah, anyways, just wanted to say good morning, Salt. And jam. So all that stuff.
Clutch, it's been forever, bro. Hope you're all doing well, man. Long time no see, dude. Hope the family's doing great. And I didn't get to fucking tell you, bro. Happy New Year, man.
Oh yeah, you too, man. Yeah, I've been busy as hell, so I'm all over the place.
Staying warm under that electric blanket there, Clips?
God, yes, man. And heaters, fucking like wool blankets. Oh, I got everything. It's brutal. It's so cold.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't relate,
Clips.
man. But my heart goes out
You
to
got-
Well, I have a nice heater I cuddle up to every night, so it works out okay.
Nice. We got another number, or what are we doing there, Vet?
Yeah, but what do we have left? 2?
We got just the big boy left. The one sole winner. Should we go ahead and do it?
Ooh.
Yeah, why not?
Alrighty. All right, guys. Again, real quick, just so you guys know, this is the first place prize for the Solana Squares giveaway that I do. It is pinned up in the Jumbotron up top. If you want to get involved, please feel free to reach out to me. We can get you in on that. The first place prize is 1 Solana. I am streaming live right now on the Unruggables Inc. page, so it's all legit. Have everything written down in the book of secrets here. I keep the winners just to their numbers for the giveaways. If they feel like doxing themselves for the winners, they're more than welcome to. I just don't want everybody in the world hitting them up. Oh, you want a Solana? Oh, you 1.5? Give me some. Give me some. And we've ran into that a lot. Also, and as crazy as this sounds, it does also help us prevent the fraud a little bit. People have reached out to me within seconds of announcing winners by their name and their profile, and they have a made-up profile and stuff. So anybody asking or wondering, I do keep everything written down. Happy to go over it, but I will let those individuals dox themselves if they feel the need to do so. But here we go. All right, guys, hitting the random number generator now. Number
You like music or something.
Number 17. You have just won 1 Solana. I will be reaching out to you.
Woohoo, congrats.
That's me.
Somebody do the clappy thingy. I don't have a soundboard on fucking Android. It's gay.
I won that one. Number 17, right?
Correct.
Woohoo!
If
There you go.
yourself, yep, you are number 17.
Nice.
So.
Nice. Well, there you go. That's a good Sunday right there.
Congrats.
That's a nice one.
That's
Thank
karma,
you.
bro. That's
Appreciate
good karma, bro. It's because you're giving away stuff and get it in return.
Yep, make sure I reached out to you in a DM there, but make sure you get me that Solana wallet, and I'll go over your winnings there with you. Also, anybody else that won, again, we've got number 11, number 15, number 6, number 4, and number 17. You guys are all winners, so I will be reaching out to you here shortly. But Salt, if you want, give me that Sol address, and I'll get that to you ASAP.
For sure. And then for you guys that are in the community, Clips, Vet, Laser, Alex, who else is in here? Whoever is in here that's unruggable. I can't scroll down all the way down and see it. But Couture, all you guys DM me your Solana, because you will be getting a big neighbor today as well. Compliments of Bam. Bam was gracious enough to actually, he's going to be sending me 6 big neighbors to give to the members of our community that are in here. And then anybody else that's missed, I'll cover, because I have a couple that I'm giving out too. Hey, Plague, throw me your Solana address, bro. You're getting a big neighbor today.
Who what? Who what?
I'm sending you a big neighbor, bro. Plague.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Awesome.
There you go.
Thank you.
I just picture Plague to be cold, 6'8", menacing. So when he goes, "Oh, okay, cool," it's like that's how you know he doesn't want to admit to it, but his heart, it just thawed out. It warmed up.
Who, Plague? Plague's,
Yeah,
I think, like more like 6'3", 6'4".
yeah, bruh, big motherfucker. I definitely want to
I
fight
wouldn't
him.
mess with him. I wouldn't mess with him, dude. He's a truck driver from Canada. I wouldn't fuck with him at all.
Brother, I'm a weirdo. I could tell by the voice that he's built like a Peterbilt. He'll knock me the fuck out. I love Plague, dude. Literally a gentle giant.
Yeah, he's solid. Very solid. gentlemen. See that? I threw a
Why-
gentleman in there.
Why do you think certain individuals didn't show up to whatever that was down there in Florida?
Stupid? I already knew, Plague. Come on now. Why do you think I
You guys got to stop it. You guys got to stop this right now. Don't make me come over there and slap you around.
Why do you think I love you?
Guys, this is too much. Don't make me come over there. I'm winding up. I'm winding up.
Okay, I'm not even gonna go through all of it. What's up, K4? K4U2. Yeah, you know all that. You're up at speaker. What's going on? Hello. You're gonna actually have me go through all of it? Okay, you go by the handle of Shitcoin Junkie. That's actually a little bit easier. No, not this time. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, so our network engineer, he makes fun of people with bad service. He says that's California connection. So apparently by you guys don't get the greatest cell phone service.
Wow.
Yeah, man, we got a couple of nerds in our community in the project. Really smart guys with computers. And yeah, whenever you're rugging, man, we just say California connection again. Yep.
It probably is. I mean, it's funny. It's like if I didn't have kids, you know, I mean, only other place I'd live in is in New York. I love New York. I got engaged in New York. Been there about half a dozen times. I love the vibe in Manhattan.
Come through, Salt. I got you.
Oh, I'm coming through, bro. I'm telling you. I already told MC I'm gonna when they break ground on that project, I'm gonna be hopping on a plane and going checking that shit out. I love real estate. I used to own real estate, manage real estate, did a real estate fund. I was raising money for real estate, raised about $40 million in real estate projects. So, real estate is like outside of this, what I'm doing now in IRL. I love real estate. You know,
MC, you cooking salt bear ribs?
hey man,
Genesis
I'm an
steak?
eater too, so you better cook a lot of ribs.
Elk chuck? What are we doing? What's salt getting?
Wherever you want to. I got pheasant the other day. I got 6 of them, and I smoked one of them. And I was on a space, and someone's like, "Yo, what are you eating?" I'm like, "I'm eating pheasant that I just smoked." Like, what do you mean? I don't think you understand the amount of hunting that you can actually do in upstate New York. And also, what I like to do, I've done this for a while, is out here on Long Island. It's a lot of seafood and stuff like that. So I like to take. I go clamming, crabbing, fishing, stuff like that. Sometimes I go out on like a couple of my buddies' boats and also my own personal, and I go out get tuna, and then I go upstate to all the bubbies that are up there, and then just hand stuff out for free because the price is like almost extortion rates, you know, like clams sometimes in upstate New York, majority of them are like frozen, and it's like $1 a piece. So I just bring it up to people, and I drop off coolers to all the people that I have, and that's how I made the connections with some of the guys that it's a family run business of where they own a sawmill, which is another cool thing that I can do for the aspect of the RWA, where again, I don't need to be extracting from the community when I go to do this because something like 80 acres, when they come to clear property, it's not like traditional places. You know, you don't have to pay the tree companies. Sawmills, they pay you, and sometimes it's between like $7,000 to $11,000 per acre to have everything cleared.
Okay, run that by me one more time. They actually pay you to remove the lumber, to remove the trees because they purchase the trees from you for lumber.
Yep. And depending on what you have, like if you have cherry trees that are on the property, obviously it's a lot more money because cherry wood is something that's sought after for doing like countertops and flooring and stuff that. But yeah, I've worked with them before. I have a couple different properties all over the place. I also have properties up in Maine. I have stuff here that's out on the island. And also in upstate New York, but I got in before the whole COVID thing happened. So one of the ones that I made decent amount of money on, it was about $24,000 in order to clear a couple acres on one lot. And then I dug out a pond. After I dug out the pond, went around to local ponds and stuff and trapped and caught a bunch of crawfish. And then I do like boils and stuff for the people that actually own the sawmill. So those guys up there actually love me, and if everything works out the way that we want to when we go to actually look at the property for the RWA side, the guys from the sawmill they'll come and clear acreage for us as far as like driveways and stuff like that, and then if needed, we can have all of our lumber actually milled. So as far as like interior, like shiplap and stuff like that for the inside of the actual cabins, yeah, it's no cost to us. They actually pay us.
Nice. Hey, if one of you guys, MC or Bam, I'll swap you one of my big neighbors. I'd like to get a female, like a female one, because we have, the queen herself, Clean Living, just up on stage, and I want to throw her one of the big neighbors, but obviously don't want to throw one of the guy ones out there. I know we have some lady ones in the collection, if that's possible.
Oh, we don't need to do swaps. We can just send
Nah,
them if
dude,
you
you
want.
guys have done enough. Nah, I mean,
No. We're not those kind of people.
We
We're not.
haven't done enough actually. So if
No.
you want any type of female, you just let me know what specifically you want. I mean, as far as the rest of us that are on the team, we have more than enough to give out, and like I've said before, we don't sell them, so they're just going to sit stagnant in the wallet until we find people to give them to.
okay, no,
I don't think that's the real Clean Living. I haven't seen her do a space in the mornings in God knows how long now. I'm severely disappointed.
What's up, Clean? How are you?
Good. What are we at now? Afternoon, guys. How we doing?
Yeah, you're like noon time now. You're making lunch for everybody, right?
Funny enough, I am. You got me. You guys know what I'm doing
Yeah.
like every day. But no, how's it going? Happy Super Bowl day. This is a big day for me. I know some of you won't like this, but I am an Eagles fan. So, because I'm from Pennsylvania originally. I know.
I knew you were cool.
So big day for me. Do I think they'll win? No, only because I'm sure a lot of you know the three refs that are being investigated. Because of Kansas City, and I don't call them the Chiefs; I call them the Cheats. So, and their quarterback is the golden child. I feel like three. This will be their third Super Bowl in a row, and he's trying to make history. The fact that Taylor Swift is there, the ratings, everything. I feel like they're just gonna fit the narrative and have the Cheats win. So it's upsetting, but that's my prediction. What do you guys think?
You're right. It's Ballgate all over
I
again.
think they're gonna get a couple costs go their way.
I'm
Sorry, go ahead.
betting on the Eagles.
No, we got money on the
You're
Eagles,
betting the
but
Eagles?
Always bet the
I just,
underdog.
yeah, I just don't think it's gonna happen though. If it was all fair and legit and everything was, so the way it's supposed to be, I feel like the Eagles would literally shit all over Kansas City.
Why is this a
I don't
constant
even think.
problem though
In
in the
fairness,
NFL? Like, why is there a constant? There's the whole ball thing, right? And then there's constantly cheating and shit in the NFL.
if you actually look at the NFL's filing, right, under their business name, it is I believe like an entertainment league, or there's some where there's actually entertainment included in the name. And when we talk about entertainment, let's not forget that sometimes things aren't always as they seem. And perhaps, yeah, she might be right that some of those outcomes are definitely manipulated.
Yep. So that's what I think is gonna happen. It sucks because the last time the Eagles won the Super Bowl was against the Patriots. That last play with Nick Foles, that fake out, it was freaking where he ran it in. It was the best play. I'll never forget that day. I was so proud to be an Eagles fan that day, and I don't foresee that happening again today, and it's just unfortunate because that's my team, and I think that their defense is strong, and I think that I don't even think the score would be close if everything was legit and they played the way they were supposed to. And I know some of you might be shaking your head and disagreeing, but I honestly think the Eagles have the better team.
I just want it to be over so I don't have to hear about Taylor fucking Swift anymore. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, there's a dude, Billy Waters. He's like a professional sports gambler. For like over like 30, 40 years. I used to listen to Rogan's podcast, and I remember he was a guest. and he said, if I'm not mistaken, that the NFL was like the hardest sport to bet on, and because it's fucking rigged.
Oh, I believe that.
Well,
Like,
that's why.
think about it.
Go ahead,
Go ahead,
Jason.
Clips. Well, anyway, think about it. The Patriots, right? Before they were, Tom Brady was the golden child. The Patriots was the winning team. And, there was a lot of cheating going on there as well. So, now that that era is over, the new era is Kansas City Chiefs. And I feel like, you know, I know that the Eagles aren't going to win today. And it's going to be a sad day for Philly. That's what I think.
But I mean, they have been pulling, like stopping betting from happening and stuff because they do know. So it might have enough scrutiny that maybe, just maybe, it might be a little bit more legit.
You need to change your name to Debbie.
Debbie Downer. Debbie
Downer.
Downer.
Listen, all right, I'm a realist, okay? And the shit that I've been seeing, it makes sense. I'm telling you, it makes sense. We should in this group right now, we should make a little friendly wager on something. We'll make it interesting. What do you guys think?
What do you have in mind?
Well, we could, we could see how many people. Let's see if it's even worth it. Like, how many people right now want Kansas City to win? Throw hundreds up. Let's see how many people in the room want Kansas City to win.
Fucking can't stand Taylor Swift, bro. So listen,
I can't do that.
I
I'm
was
gonna go
Priest Holmes,
Eagles.
guys. I was with Priest Holmes, Larry Johnson, Dante Hall. Low key was a massive Chiefs fan because I was a Jet fan. AKA we sucked, never go to the playoffs. So I always had to root for someone on the West. Was rooting for the Chiefs from like '99. So just imagine how I feel seeing this corny ass shit. They turned such an American team, the fucking Kansas City Chiefs, Arrowhead Stadium, bro. Trent Green, like real Americans turned into a fucking fruity pebble situation. So I'm pretty upset. You know what I mean? Do I want them to win, brother? Of course. But do I really want them to win? No. So what did I say about me?
Yeah, that sounds like you're in a torn situation there. But I didn't see any hundred.
Yeah, when Mahomes' brother was twerking at the sideline, I said this organization has gone to fucking hell. Um, and honestly, it has. So yeah, I'm gonna be with you. Listen, my IRL friends would stab me if they heard me still root for the Chiefs. So fly, Eagles fly, I
Yeah.
guess. Even though I felt gay saying it. I don't care. I'm gonna tell you that. I felt gay
You know
saying
what?
it.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
What's up, visionary? How are you,
Yo.
brother?
Yep. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but I'm doing it.
Yeah, always. You're always moving, bro. Always.
Everyone's gonna see the move soon. It's just taking a little time. Listen, I came up because why you gotta bring up the Patriots, JC? Why you gotta bring up my boys? Why you gotta bring up? Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Look, let me tell you something. Anyone here think they can think what they want. Don't put that bitch ass Patrick Mahomes.
Did he rug?
No, his aggression is
Yeah,
blocking the
he's
phone signal. You comparing Tom to him, I think he's short circuited.
Well, look, he's saying that, but the thing is, I cheered for the Patriots, because I'm with him. I cheered for the Patriots, so he can't talk that much shit at all. I was just saying, I wasn't comparing Mahomes to Brady in talent or anything like that. I was just comparing that the NFL, it seems that they always have to have their golden child. And we cannot deny that Tom Brady was the golden child. I mean, that's just facts. So he needs to get his panties out of the bunch.
Tell him that.
I
But
don't know where
I don't
I
know.
don't
I
know where I
mean,
left
the
off.
running back for the Eagles is pretty highly regarded.
No, I think on paper the Eagles look better. I mean, I do. I mean,
100%.
yeah, they got the quarterback. That's about. I think the Chiefs are ahead of them just by QB. But as far as the corners, they got Eagles have better corners. They have better wide receiver. The linebackers are, I think, are ahead. So it's like, I think it's going to be. I told my kid was asking me about it. My oldest daughter was hitting me up on it. She's not really a big football fan. She's like, "What do you think, Dad?" I said, "Look, I think the Eagles win it unless the Kansas City gets a couple shady calls go their way." That's what
Can
I
y'all
told
hear
her.
me? Rug, check.
We can hear you.
Now we
Yeah,
can.
so I am supporting her team. Absolutely. Eagles all day long. I put a BTC, a full Bitcoin, not a lot, but I put a BTC on the Eagles to win. Now, going against everything, like she stated, they want him to have that, that third win. I know that. The last game, I'm sure you guys, I don't know if you've seen on Twitter a lot of the calls, but we'll see. And like he said, it's entertainment now. You see, it's entertainment. Interesting. Entertainment. So, there's so much stuff that they're saying all over the place about the cheating, the refs, the everything. So is it enough for them to have a fair Super Bowl? That's the question.
Yeah, that's what I
So
think too. Yeah.
if
That
they do clips, I think from watching the other two games, I think the Eagles will beat the shit out of Kansas City. So we'll find out.
Yes.
I put a bet on your team. All right. I would bet on the umpires. I'm sure we can go somewhere and see if the umpires do bullshit calls. That's what I'll put my money on. But we'll see. We'll see.
The Eagles have the better
This is going to
team. That's
ruin.
it.
This is going to ruin the engagement, though, of Taylor and her boyfriend there, because after they win, you all know he's going to propose to her.
Oh my gosh.
So
I can just see it
if
now.
it has to happen. They have to win. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Like I want to say that I'm with you guys. I really love the Eagles. I think they're an exciting team. They're a young, great team, right? But I mean, they've already got the stage set for him to propose to
Yeah.
Taylor, and to ruin that now. I mean, they got big
You
money
see,
riding on
you
this,
see,
right?
Plague.
Because
That
everybody.
see the Plague though. But that's, and you're right. And you're right. Fuck. If you go bet right now, look, go try to bet. Go try to bet 10K on Kansas. Look at the payout. Fucking gay. I'm not doing it. So I'm just hoping that the gayness doesn't happen. I don't know.
what if they lose and she breaks
You
up
know,
with them?
but see, we all knew, like, here deep down, guys, we all know. We knew what Doge was going to find when they started looking into the government. We're shocked as hell, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like, is this really surprising? It's like, no, we knew this was coming. We saw it coming. But I mean, here we are. We're talking about football, America's pastime. It's the one true cultural thing that is truly 100% American that cannot be touched anywhere around the world. Like Super Bowl is exclusive. Everything that it is and means to be, I think, American. Kind of at the end of the day, if you were gonna say culture, right? And we're all optimistic for our team. We all know, but guys, we all know deep down inside, we all know the Chiefs have to win so he can propose. That's just the way it is. And it is going to be the most televised watch thing ever seen on television. And people are going to be like, oh, and the Taylor fans are going to be like, oh, and, and we're all going to be sitting there going, fuck, I knew it was bad, but I didn't realize it was this bad. And yes, deep down inside, I knew.
I need a vomit emoji, Plague. I need a vomit emoji. Can we get Elon? Elon, can you please give us a vomit emoji? Thank you. Disgusting.
When Clint Levin was trying to do the vote, I was like, I wish we had the vomit emoji.
Oh, so bad right now. I just.
Bet you got any money on the game?
Yeah, I put 25 on the Eagles.
That's my boy. You're my boy, boo.
Plague's got me about to change my bet, and I can't. Damn it.
Fucking H woke up, huh?
Wait, so this Taylor Swift thing that's real though? The if they win, he'll ask her to marry him.
No, but the script has already been written.
Okay.
I mean, if you can see the future, like the rest of us, right? You just know that this, like, we've all known that this was what it's all building up to this one moment, right? This whole relationship is built up to this one moment, right? Like they've been together a while now. I mean, they look happy, whatever. It's it's the final, you know, like, oh my God, he can retire now if he wants to. He can retire at the top. He got engaged at the same time. He can go on to be a family man. It's going to be a great story, you know, the American
Hollywood
dream, you
sweetheart.
know, all that fucking. Oh yeah, there's going to be movie deals for years to come.
Vomit.
So does anyone know who's playing the halftime yet?
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Kendrick Lamar playing
What's
mustard.
up, Chiefs Kingdom? What's going on?
Oh
Oh
my
God,
gosh.
hates.
Yeah.
Where's the boo button?
Yeah,
He just
another
woke
vomit
up, huh?
button.
Y'all just hate us because you ain't us, all right?
Blech. Hayes, don't even come with that bullshit. You know damn
It's the
well.
cheats. The
What do you
You
cheats.
know
mean?
damn
All
He's a
right.
well.
troll.
Dude, you even know it.
Today is the day of red. Chiefs
Yeah.
Kingdom are gonna
He's a
fucking
troll.
rule, all right?
Oh my gosh. Where's the hook to pull him off the stage?
Fuck you. You're a Bark Media fan too. Get out of here, fag.
Yeah.
Of
Rejected.
all
Ouch.
teams,
Ouch.
he could have picked being from the UK. He picks that team.
It's because he's a Swiftie. That's why.
All right, so who wants to take bets that, Kendrick Lamar dresses up like Satan and, there's like fake blood all over the place?
I'm gonna go against that.
I
Doesn't
I feel like
Kendrick
you should
Lamar
be doing.
doesn't Kendrick Lamar have like a "Marry Me" song?
Yeah. Oh, jeez, plague. JC, I feel like you should be putting these
He
on
actually has a Drake
Polymarket.
diss track.
Yeah, you should be putting these bets on Polymarket, JC. These are pretty interesting questions you have. I like it.
Well, I mean, just the way things are going, it just makes sense, right? Like Plague's prediction, that'll probably happen. Kendrick Lamar will come out dressed like Satan, and instead of fireworks going off in the air, it'll just be like fake blood falling all over everyone, and then they'll say, "But it's art."
Bet when we have the casino, we need to have JC do our predictions portion of it, and she can sit there and just write all this random shit. Man, it's gonna draw so much attention. This is like the craziest, but it's so true. That's the thing.
Well, I've been on one with the politics and all the shit lately, so it's just it just fits. It makes sense because the pushback on everything. Like is it really true that Trump was denied access and to see where our money goes? Is that true? I mean, I saw something about that today.
Yep.
Plague would know.
Yep, I know. So essentially, a rogue judge from New York decided ex parte, which means that only one side of lawyers were allowed in to debate the motion. So essentially, the people that were advocating for the Treasury to be locked down had lawyers arguing it, and Trump wasn't allowed to have lawyers come in there and argue against it. And what this man decided was that not only is Doge locked out of the Treasury Department, but the person appointed to run the Treasury Department is also locked out of the Treasury Department. So essentially, we have a Treasury Department, and we're not allowed to have a person to run it. And if someone could please explain that to me. I mean, I could explain the little small things, but I mean, that's the part that I don't even know how that's humanly possible. And I think, I think what they did is they did this intentionally. And what it is it's like a fuck you, I dare you to cross this line. Because if he does, they're going to say, look, he doesn't value the law. He doesn't do this. He doesn't respect the law. We told you the second he was in charge, he's going to break the law. And so I think they just need to, they're going to get out all this stuff. Maybe it's not today. Maybe it's not tomorrow. Maybe so that with his motion or whatever expires in a week. So they have a week to try and figure it out. I'm still trying to listen in on what exactly can be done
The
to go
Supreme
around
Court
that. But
overruled that, Plague.
I
Right?
think so, but I don't I don't hear people actually
And isn't
talking about it,
and
which is
isn't the
difficult. So
Supreme
I'm looking
Court
for information
on
on
Trump's
that. So
side? Like the people in the Supreme Court right now are mostly his people, right?
Yes, but you have to get an emergency kind of meeting kind of set up, and that might take a couple days even. So at the end of the time, like you could be 100% right, but the truth is, I'm listening to different people and their speculation, and they're all trying to look it up here, there, and everywhere, trying to figure it, because nothing like this has ever been done before. It's essentially
what does
a new
a state
precedent.
judge have over a federal department? That's the thing, right? Like, how can a state judge rule on something that is federally regulated?
I'm not even sure that he's a state judge. I don't know if he's federal or not. Shit, I don't know off the top of my head. I don't remember. For some reason, I'm thinking he's a federal judge, and I don't know how the people arguing it from the state can do that. But I just know that essentially Trump wasn't allowed lawyers into the actual meeting itself to discuss it or to essentially, you know what I mean, like argue against the case of doing this. They were basically locked out, and they made the summary judgment willy-nilly.
They've been
It's
planning
crazy.
this shit. This is
it's
just another Democrat. They've just been planning all this stuff, just like everything they did before they left office, right? It's just causing as much turmoil as they can while they can. It'll soon all be over because they'll run out of shit to do. But this is just ridiculous.
It's a good thing and it's a bad thing, and I'll tell you why. Because the position that the Democrats are trying to establish is not defensible, right? So right now, Trump is coming to America and saying, look at what they're wasting your tax dollars money on. And the Democrats are going, we're going to fight you every inch of the way so that you can't show the taxpayers what we're wasting money on. And it's like, what kind of position is that how do you defend that? That makes no sense. It doesn't make any, you cannot defend that position and still gain the trust of the people, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But
so, yeah.
Because it's Trump derangement syndrome, right? Just oppose everything he does and hope that it works for you. And right now, the Democrats are like, they've got a 70% unapproval rating or something ridiculous like that. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we have a common sense revolution that needs to just kind of keep rolling.
Yeah, I think it got worse too this week. But anyway, sorry, Saul. We didn't mean to hijack your space with politics stuff.
And that's why Kendrick Lamar is going to do a Satanist halftime because they're winning. That's why it's going to happen. It's going to be a statement.
It'll all be
But
over
yeah, it's
soon.
crazy. So back to so Clips or Salt, did you guys or Vet, did you guys go over any news, market, anything like that? What's going on with the one slice everybody knows the rule coin?
The what?
The what? Come on, man. One slice, everybody knows the
We're
rule.
leaving the market to you. No, we were just chopping it up with the big community, the big neighbors. So kind of just trying to build bridges. So we didn't even get into the market at all. That's kind of your area.
Well,
Yeah, it's at 194 mil market cap.
what's it at?
194.
Oh shit, okay. Are any of you guys in it?
To be disclosed.
Really?
I don't play that.
Vet, you're not in it?
Nah, homie, don't play that.
Homie, don't play that? Why?
I have not been degening lately. I have a big fat ass bag of scratch, and I just love working for it and watching it get bigger.
That's what she said.
Vision won. Vision won a bit. Why don't you tell him?
I just jumped in, jumped out. I just threw like 10 soul in there. I got like
He threw like 10 soul in and got how much? 21 back? Something like that.
Fuck yeah.
And then he left a little bag and that bag's up, right?
Yeah, but I'm just doing that to throw it to the scratch.
Yeah, he's just doing that to take the profits and throw it in scratch. Clips, I'm surprised you're not in it. And Alex, too.
Yeah, I saw it, and me and Clips were in Discord, and we
It's
looked.
sketchy as
I
shit.
looked at the
Do you
holder
see the
count,
liquidity?
and it was sketchy. Yeah, the liquidity is fucked.
It's 600K for
They're just
120
rinsing it.
million. Like, come on. What are we doing, guys? Like, everyone's gonna get wrecked. Like, it's Yeah,
Maybe Bark Media is
Mm.
running the coin now.
probably.
I knew somebody was going to throw that out there.
What do you mean?
Maybe.
You guys don't like 1 to 60 on liquidities? You don't like that? Not a thing.
No, it's
No, I've
perfect.
only played with 1 to 20.
I'm gonna mute up for a second. I gotta put the blender on.
I just think you guys are old fashioned. 1 to 60 is the new meta.
Man, we did all wrong. We better relaunch. Fuck. Gio, we got to relaunch, bro. We did this wrong. We only need 10K
I think
liquidity for 5 million market cap. What are we
I
doing?
really think that is a thing though, Clips. I really do. I mean, I
Alpha.
look at all these coins, and the spread is like, what the fuck? You know, the gap is huge. It's like
Yeah,
maybe Scratch should be like, I don't know, 200K liquidity and 100 million market cap.
that sounds good.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I think we get more volume that way, right? That's what it seems. So
Definitely. Scratch has got some big things coming. That's why I seen you guys message on Discord. I just been quiet lately. I'm doing my thing in the back, like I told you guys I was. I got some good stuff to talk to you guys about.
we're
But I'm
pushing.
being quiet.
We're pushing the podcast right now, bro. We're getting you.
I seen that. I like that. I seen that.
You know, all traders they love the fact of 86% price impact. That's like the best thing about crypto is you got to look for tokens 86% price impact.
Yeah, the bigger the red dildo, the better.
Bullish.
Listen,
I'm getting bricked up. You guys gotta chill out, cuz I'm about to full
lock your
force.
I think
coins.
we should just
Lock it up.
create. We should just create one right now, guys. Like we're all here. We all have the same. We know how to do it, right? We all know how to do it. We could put $300 into a 50K market cap, and just let it run. I think it would be perfect.
Yeah, we can call it cheats instead of Chiefs. So there you go, Clean Living. We can get something for
Good
her.
one.
That is a good
What if
one.
we put 500K? We put 500K into the liquidity, right? We leave the contract completely open, and then after like the first like 5 buys, then we just I don't know, we mint like 100 times the amount of tokens that actually were created, and then we falsely increase the market cap of the actual coin. We have $500 in liquidity, and then the price goes to like $1 trillion, to attract new people.
You went to the Shibu School of
I was gonna
Dev,
use it.
bro. You're
I
amazing.
was gonna do that on my pay subscribe. Bro, this guy's so corny. I have paid subscribers today. I was gonna charge everyone $100 right before the bill could change on Twitter. It was originally 10, when it went to 100. I was gonna charge them and tell them that's why I charge you guys $100, because that was the formula. Bro, you're corny, dude. Salt, what you're gonna need to do, because your space is recorded, I'm gonna need you to delete this right after this so no one can take that. Appreciate you, brother.
We can't have him
Hey, y'all
knowing what we're
linking up?
doing.
I'm
Yeah,
putting
no
it
worries,
straight
So
on
bro. No
YouTube,
worries.
man.
Good for you.
I'm uploading it to YouTube straight away.
It's already on YouTube, right?
yeah, we're
Oh
live.
yeah, yeah.
It's live.
Vet's live. Vet's live.
Hey, y'all linking up?
This is fucking
Yeah,
We're
bullshit, dude. You
whatever
guys are
platform
corny.
you want. Tik, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, everything. It's live everywhere right now. It's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Y'all linking up?
What's up, Melvin?
Y'all linking up? Ruggables and
Who?
big guys? My peoples?
Man, I thought I'd put a space together. These guys, MC and the boys over there are doing some really good stuff. I believe what these guys are doing. It kind of aligns a little bit with the ethos that I believe Unruggables are for. So I thought I'd throw a space and kind of build bridges and see what happens from there. These guys are pretty solid. And you hopped in. So what are your thoughts, brother? You know both
My
communities.
honest thoughts and shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, MC, that's my guy. That's my dev. Like, that motherfucker is cracked. Like, if everybody else cracked, that nigga is meth. You know what I'm saying? So him linking up, and plus he an honest person and shit. He not doing it for the money and shit, really and shit. He trying to build the people up around him and shit. And to be honest, it's the same notion that goes with the Unruggables and Vision and shit. You know what I'm saying? They both got the same mindset because they like, bro, we ain't got to do it for the money because they in a position of power. So the thing is to take the money that they do got or whatever influence that they do got and empower all the people around them. That's a real community. You know what I'm saying? You know what they say about leaders, bro. A leader knows the way, goes the way, then they show the way. So that's what they doing and shit. Basically going the way, showing the way, because they know the way. Like, so by MC and Vision linking up and shit like that. So the big community, unruggable community, I think that's a beautiful outlook and shit. That's big W's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them got good intentions and shit. They not out here just trying to scam you to take your money. Because why would I want to take your money if I got the money? You know what I'm saying? And they ain't punching down on people and shit. If anything, they not doing the crabs in a barrel thing. They actually pulling people up, and not one by one. They bring them by groups. So shouts out to both of y'all and shit like that, man. So that's an amazing thing. That's why I jumped into space. I didn't know who space it was. I just read the title and shit. I'm like, yo, bridging, building, unruggables, big. I'm like, hell yeah and shit. You know what I'm saying? Real niggas link up with real niggas or neighbors and however the fuck y'all want to say that shit. But yeah, y'all doing the thing and shit, man. I'm proud of y'all guys for linking up and shit, man. This a good look for the space and shit, man. A positive look for the space. You know what I'm saying?
No, I appreciate it, bro.
I came for titties. I ain't seen no titties, so you know I'm gonna mute up a little bit.
Bam can DM you a photo or two.
You could just follow Kanye, you know. Oh my god.
Also, we officially have everyone shook out. So that's another good thing. And thanks there, Hooch, for popping up.
Who that claim? What up, man?
Yeah.
I
What's
seen
up,
y'all had a
Hooch?
party bus for your birthday and shit. That was lit, or I think it was
Oh
your
my
birthday.
gosh.
Oh, that shit was
Too
That was
so
lit.
lit.
badass, bro. Oh god.
That was the first space I ever been to that was on a party bus. I said, "Oh, they on some ghetto shit. Like I like this shit." I'm sitting there listening to y'all scream and shit for like an hour and shit. I'm like, bro,
Oh
it
shit!
was cool.
Wait a minute. That
That
was
was
Melvin, what's good? What's good? What's good? Who?
it's hooch, bro. You know what's up, man. Y'all know
Yeah.
me, man.
No, I'm saying though, how long were we live on that? Bet.
Bro, I was live
Fuck.
for like 3 hours and shit. I was gonna FaceTime you and shit, but I'm like, nah, he probably living the life right now. I'm like, nigga, I want to see what's on that party bus.
No, I was
So
clowning.
shit. I know you was, bro. That's why I was going shit. I was like, man, let me FaceTime this nigga and shit. I was gonna text you first, but I'm like, nah, they living their life, man. Shit, let them do their thing. Like, you know
So
what I'm saying?
that's another thing though. Like with me, you want to talk about you know doxed and stuff like that, which that's old talk for me. But like, vet came, card cabs came, vet's wife, and I had another guy come down that's in scratch, Boston Sean, and they got to meet me. I am who I am. I am who I say I am, and I
Oh
prove
wait,
it in real
Cards is
life.
a girl?
No, card cab. Uh, damn it! How the hell did I forget Card's name? Fuck.
I remember
No, he's
Boston
a girl.
Sean when we was in the
Hey,
Discord and shit.
Yeah, he
The
came.
mafia guy.
Yeah,
He
no, he
cool as shit.
he flew down from Boston. He came. He came down there with us. He came to my house. All of them. Vet was at my house. Card Cabs was at my house. We all hung out for a bit and did a soft little intro. Met each other. Hopefully they're back in March. My birthday's March 3rd. Bam.
Oh, that's
So
what's up. My big brother birthday March 6th and shit. Y'all Pisces, y'all cool peoples.
yep. I'm just saying. It's gonna go down. Listen, hey, for my birthday, anyone wants to link up, they want to come down. I'm going big. Maybe we can have a big collab. I'll put it on me. I remember I was having a conversation with MC Doge, and I was gonna pay for everyone to go out on the that Doge thing. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but if everyone wants to get
The
together,
Doge Cruise.
plane tickets, everything, everyone just got to hit up Hayden's because Hayden's hey, you got a lot of plane tickets to get prepared. But you guys, if we all want to have a conversation about that, listen, I'll make it happen. We can meet MC. I don't know if you're down for that, but I do stuff like that. I love to meet people face to face. Love it. Let everyone see who I am. The things I say and the things I have is real. And I just like meeting people, building, talking about things. Gives a different level of business. You know what I mean? So maybe we can have a conversation about that. Hooch, you are invited, and I'm gonna show you how I wall out.
Nah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
definitely set it up. I'm about to say Cause that's something I'd be interested in. I'm currently in school right now and shit for HVAC. So but I go to school Tuesday and Thursday night. So
Yeah.
if I don't gotta work, cause they got me in like a apprenticeship thing, so I gotta catch some hours like doing this job thing until I can build my own company and just go wherever the fuck I wanna go. So
Yeah.
but if I got the time, hell yeah, shit. A Friday flight, shit, be back Sunday or something and shit. Party Saturday, shit, Sunday. I could leave with a hangover. I'm cool with that.
You be walking bow legged for a week when you leave here.
Listen, man, just
Hey,
tell the
hey,
hoochies
hey,
leave
who
me
you
alone,
say
man.
that right now, bro? But look, hey, from personal experience, I don't think nobody can travel the day after partying with Vision.
Shit, I do. I got
Austin Sean
responsibilities.
did it. That's a soldier right there.
Yeah,
But no,
I
no,
could
no,
do it.
no, 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 no. Actually, he did. I'll give it to him. But he said, "Fuck that early checkout." He rented the hotel he was staying in because he went to the Hilton or something, and he just rented it, or he got the whole night. And then he left at like 6. He said, "I have to go back to sleep. I can't leave right now." So he pushed it back a little bit, but he did fly out the same day. But he said it was rough. It was difficult, But
Yeah, I definitely
as
want to
far
party
as
with y'all.
dates and stuff like that, if everyone can coordinate it, and whatever works for everybody, it doesn't have to be on March 3rd on the birthday. It could be whenever everyone's available. You guys just get together, let me know, and I'll take care of it.
Nah, I definitely like.
Yo, Visionary, you a Pisces? That should make a lot of sense. My shit's on the 24th of February. But Hooch, if you need any like, if you need me to help like break anything down as far as like the HVAC school and shit that you're going through, like I've said before, like I've been in this shit for like over 20 years, bro. Like if you need like someone to break it down on what they're trying to teach you and what you're trying to learn, like by all means, dude, just hit me up in DMs like
Yeah,
always.
hell yeah, bro. I'm definitely gonna hit you up because I was about to say, I'm only going to get my universal so I can slide out there and fuck with you with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm once I get my universals or however it go, I'm trying to get my LLC and then I'm gonna just travel out there and fuck with you and shit. Shit. I don't even gotta pay me shit. Let's just go on a job together. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we can make shit happen like that. And
Yeah, we found a location we're gonna try and go and look at, but we've been getting like beat to shit with fucking snow, so it's been an issue just to go and meet with the listing agent. But it's about 20 minutes north of Lake George, so the shit's like right there. 86 acres and list price on it is like 450 480K just for the property. It's already got a main house that's on it, like livable and shit like that. I think it's already like 3 bedrooms or some shit that's inside of it, and it's got 5 buildings that's already on the property as well. So I mean, we're gonna film the whole fucking thing when we go. Like me and a couple of the team members that are like close by. Like when we go to look at this shit, we'll film the whole thing so everyone can see the area. But like I said, I don't want to go and I don't want to go and walk like an 86-acre property when it's covered in fucking snow because I really want to see like what all the fucking grounds are, and I don't want to be walking in snow that's like up to my fucking kneecap. But we're trying to schedule for that shit soon. I'm going with Bam, and then like Jaws and shit's gonna come with us too.
shit, I'm down and shit. I'm trying to bring like 2 hoochies with me and shit, man. Shit.
Let me know the date. Let me know the date, and I'll see if I can't get a load coming right through there because I'm usually coming through there all the time. And bring some video. I got some video equipment in the truck. Maybe even do some shots and stuff too, right?
Yeah, it's close by you if you want. I'll send you the map because also Acer, who's on the team too, with like his farm and shit that he owns for doing like the ciders and maple syrup and shit like that. Like he's close by because we also have plans in order to do like a not like a farm, but like a small garden and shit that's going to be on the property. Just to have other types of ways that we can generate revenue. You just do like a little quick like farm stand shit out by the street because if we do something on like a half acre, it's probably like an additional like 15-20K that you can just make off of just growing shit on the property. So we'll have Acer available in order to check on shit that we're actually doing. And if anyone's available, you can always just go fucking swing by and see what you can do.
Yeah, man, I go right by the front door of that place, just off the 87 there, like twice, 4 times a week, even. You know what I mean? It's usually a down up, but I go through there at least twice a week.
Yeah, it's the actual location is right off of 22.
Yeah, I saw it on the map. I was already looking it up. I think you're on the downside of the Adirondacks, so about maybe 2 hours out from the border from Montreal, or just south of Montreal.
Yeah, it's also prime location too because as far as it goes at like Lake George, that's right where they host the music festivals and then like the wine festival and shit that they have. So makes it much easier for us as far as trying to do any type of onboarding. And when you get an event where each day you're getting anywhere between 10 to 20,000 people that show up and they're all like out of town, out of state, you're gonna need some place to stay. And unlike how traditional hotels and Airbnbs and shit like that do, they like to jack up prices. So instead of having a small ass fucking hotel room, you'd have your own individual cabin. And the hotels themselves, they do like fucking $600 a night, which is just savage. I mean, we can capitalize on that shit too, just by doing like $300, $350 a night instead, and then take over all their fucking revenue share.
Yeah, I think it's like 30 minutes to Lake Placid too, right? So you got all the skiing stuff there too, right? So like all the Olympic skiing stuff, like not just downhill, but
Oh, that movie.
shit like the long jump and
Yeah.
all, like the whole facility, right?
Yeah, and it's also I want to say maybe 25 minutes to West Mountain.
Yep. And it's close to the airport too. I don't think you're any more than an hour away, maybe 45 minutes away from the
Yeah,
airport.
45 minutes. 45.
Yeah. Yeah, that spot is prime.
Yeah, and international.
Yeah, the thing is, did you get hit over there, bro, by New York? Because we got hit with almost like 10 inches of snow, see, today.
Yeah, I got
I
hit
think
last night.
fucking stuff.
About 6.5 out here on the fucking island. As far as upstate, I mean, most of the properties and shit that I have up there, they're all like shut down for the winter. I drained everything out, antifreeze the fucking toilets and the trap drains and shit like that for the sinks and bathrooms. But eventually I have to go up and check on it anyway. So if we schedule a good time for the next couple weeks in order to go up, I mean, we don't got to pay for hotels and none of that shit because it's only about a 30-minute drive from one of my places up there, the one that I've shown you guys before, where you can't actually find it on Google Maps in order to see Street View because it's in the middle of fucking nowhere. But yeah, we can just all go up and fucking crash there. I mean, I got a 2-bedroom pull-out couch and shit like that on like 3 acres up there. So I mean, I got to go and check on the property anyway to make sure there's no like tree fall damage and shit like that. But yeah, you don't got to worry about hotel stays and none of that shit. That's all on me.
Look at that. Making plans on space. Can't beat that. And I got a couple requests that have been holding, like Laser. And anybody know about LARP Media? I got them requesting. I know I've seen them in a couple other spaces, but I don't know anything about them. So I don't know if I necessarily want to do that unless some of you guys know. Anybody? Input? None? Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to drop down a couple people, and I'm gonna bring these two guys
I don't
up.
know what them
So
people is and shit. I don't.
Just keep
you know,
your
right?
just keep your finger on the mute button, on the kick button, bro. That's it.
Shit, you could
Doesn't
drop
hurt.
me and shit
Yeah.
if you need to and shit. I just came to show some love and shit, man. Shit, I'm on
No, I
Call of Duty
appreciate it.
right now.
I got to bring my boy Laser
I
Ace
bet.
up. You know, he's one of the OGs, so can't have him in requests and not bring him up. That ain't gonna work. Let's see. Oh, what's up, Ace? There you go. Okay, LARP Media. What's going on? Hit the mic, bottom left, and I'm gonna drop you. So
We're just looking
there
for
you
some
go.
rugs.
There you go. There's the person.
Is anybody out here looking to rug people? We're looking to rug people. We're looking to onboard. We're looking for KOLs. We're gonna run it back.
We're gonna run it back.
Okay, Okay.
You can help with our new 1 to 60 market cap ratio.
We're the
Coinmura.
number one
I think you have the most experience in that, so we'll hit you up later.
number one
There you
marketing
go.
team in Web3. Bunk beds available.
I think probably the number one blocked people in all of Web3, actually.
Yeah, we are. Well, I'm definitely. I don't know. I'm not. They definitely blocked me, so I don't know about you guys, but I'm
Oh,
good with
bro.
that. I don't lose any sleep.
Come on, you think they didn't
So,
block me a long time ago?
oh no, yeah, you're dead to them. No,
I got
they probably they sent that to all their community. You know, when you see that Clips guy, you gotta boot him out of block his ass.
the
Oh,
the
that was for
apology
sure.
messages were fun though. Oh, I should have listened to you. Ah.
Yeah.
I got
What's
blocked
up,
too.
Laser?
I got blocked too after I denied the offer for, after being a community member for a long period of time and trying to do my own product that was actually going to be sustainable, and actually make money for everybody. I got blocked as well after I was offered a deal, which I decided it was actually extortion. They wanted me to pay $250,000 and give up 5% of my supply in order for them to talk about my product, and if not.
Wow. Just wow. But you know what, though? It doesn't surprise me. It shouldn't surprise anybody, really. I mean, I'm sure there's people even before you, MC. I'm
Hey,
sure there
I
was
was just
people
a
before
simple
you
stick
just never
figure.
knew.
I
You
was
just
just a
never knew
simple
about it
stick.
because they were blocked.
Oh yeah. Well, they changed their name already before, so there's all those people before that. There's people all over the place. We were posting shit, man. There was articles that were found from 2020 and before. People were sending me. It's crazy. It's a
Everybody's
long
time.
history.
Everybody's time is coming.
Yeah, I think the most recent
Yep.
one was actually that token
Phoenix.
Clio AI that everyone was talking about, of
Mhm.
where that team themselves, they paid $45,000 for marketing, and then those idiots wanted to take over the actual launch of the product, which they did. They allowed for it, and then they took about, I want to say, $160,000 after the token launched, and then they were offered another undisclosed payment of 104 SOL to be talked about on that bullshit 10 a.m. space with the crackhead from Canada, which they never actually talked about it. So yeah, they're looking at a decent amount of bag that actually came up off of that. It just constantly continues over and over again.
But didn't
Yeah,
they
they're on XRP too
deny?
now.
Didn't they deny even have anything to do with that though? When the shit hit the fan.
They deny everything.
It would be weird. It would be weird if that team tried to do a V2 relaunch with us, and then it would be even weirder if they sent us screenshots of the whole conversation transpired. And you know what'd be funnier? If we were in desperate and we just literally talked to them just to get that information and never did the V2 relaunch, which they then rugged everyone, and we have screenshots of that as well, if anyone needed. But kind of cool when you're not a piece of shit, I guess.
Yeah, so what happened with
Yeah,
that,
but sure.
when they went to go and do the V2, they actually reached out to a lot of our community members. So I contacted the main page and also the team that was behind it. And I was like, I would appreciate it if you stop trying to do some undisclosed deal with my community members, because we like to keep everything public. We're not doing anything backdoor. And they were trying to offer 1% of their supply to everybody. And then when we got into conversations with them, they wanted to offer a deal of where they were going to give us, as far as like the core team, they were going to give us around, I think, like 60 SOL or some shit in order to work with them. And then they kept trying to force on us, like, we'll give you guys the contract early before we even make it public. And I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. And then when they finally actually went to go and launch the product, they just rugged it and then removed the liquidity to the point where the actual LP pool was left with $4 in the balance. And then after talking to the rest of my team, I was like, you see, that's exactly why you don't do that. Because if they gave us the contract early, then they can try and pin it on us. And like I said from the beginning, don't do that type of shit. Like, if you want us to support your actual chart and you want to work with us and you want us to do like some type of payment and stuff like that, it's going to be public. And I do the same exact shit in our Telegram, and I do it on Spaces as well. Someone wants to work with us and do some type of deal, as far as me and respect to the rest of the people that are invested in what I'm doing, it's going to be public. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're an influencer, if you're a KOL, any of that shit. The rest of my community is going to know what you're trying to do ahead of time, and we're going to either agree or disagree on top of the terms that you want to actually do. And if you're not comfortable with doing that, I don't want to work with you.
Well, that's how it should be. You know, I mean, everything is transparency, right? So this way, it's like everybody that's getting involved in it knows that they're not going to get rugged. You know, it's all on the blockchain. There's nothing done behind the scenes where people are going to fill up their bags and just dump on everybody else. So it ends up, you know, gives legs to the project, at least if they do it that way, and it has potential to grow. But if you continue to you use your people as liquid, you know, exit liquidity, that doesn't happen. I can tell you this: I haven't done a single project with that previous community, any single token that I got involved in, I actually made money on. Not a single one, because as soon as they promoted it, we got in, they dumped it on everybody else. So I lost money on every single one. So I never did anything with them, and I'm so fortunate that I came across the Unruggables. So that, you know, cost of tuition brought me to the Unruggables. So that's a price I'm willing to pay. Because I can tell you this, what I've made so far in Scratch surpasses what I lost with them. So, and that's where I'm at with it, you know.
MC, that was smart though, what you did by not agreeing to it. That was probably the best thing you could have done. And just imagine how many others, I mean, you know, that obviously was you and your circle. There's probably other circles that did do it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't think that it was going to be right for us. And also, after, you know, having the whole creation of the group chat so I can talk with the team and go over the team of what they were trying to agree upon on terms and stuff like that. No, you're not going to get any type of message from me that you can use for a screenshot of where you sent us the contract early and what it actually is. Like, absolutely not. I have to protect the people that invested into my product, and I have to protect my actual name. So, no, moving forward, there's never going to be any incident of where you see any members of the team of the Bigfoot 404 that is going to be involved with any type of potential scams that are going to be in the space.
Well, that's refreshing to hear. That's really refreshing to hear. But you know, it's tough when you do the right thing, isn't it?
Yeah, you get a lot of shit for it. But then again, you know, like I said, with the original deal that I was proposed with, I was even asked if I would be an undocs founder for a product that's taken me about 3 years in order to build and work out all the individual parts of what I'm trying to do with Big. And it's like, that's probably the stupidest thing you could possibly ask me if I want to be an undocs founder. It's like, you want to take credibility for everything that I've done? Absolutely not. And they're like, well, we're going to let the entire community know that you're trying to take money away from them, and we need the community to have liquidity for what's coming for V2. Yeah, I don't give a shit of what you expect from me. I'm not going to do it. Well, we're going to FUD your project and tell the whole community not to support you. And I was like, well, I mean, best of luck to you guys, fucking GGs. And then they decided to, you know, use their little echo chamber to say that I was going to scam them. Even when I was doing the pre-sale, they said that I was going to rug the pre-sale, and even went out of their way in order to contact the development team to say that I was going to rug the pre-sale, right? And because I had access to that wallet, the team that was behind it from Mutant Labs, they actually had to transfer funds over to a new fresh wallet of where I didn't have access to it. So I contacted the team and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And they're like, well, they're saying that you're sending death threats to them and that you're going to steal all of the money out of the product. And I was like, okay, so transfer it to a wallet that you have control of. And then when it's done, I don't want any allocation. The team doesn't want any allocation as far as it goes with Sol or any tokens ahead of time, like those scumbags do, because that's what they do on other products. They get a certain percentage of actual tokens. They create their own liquidity pool before it's even launched. They snipe their own contracts, so they have majority of the supply. And then when the token comes out, if they want to go and sell, they got in at around like 5K market cap before the token actually launches. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. So when they said that I was going to rug the pre-sale, you look like a jackass now because I put all the money from the pre-sale into the actual product. Just like when the PFP collection came out, and then they stated and told to their community, don't invest into this. It's not even going to mint out. The collection completely minted out, all 10,000 of them. And then what they started to do is they started to actually report the collection on Magic Eden and also through Phantom. Because when we were first out, we were actually number 5 trending on Phantom and also on Magic Eden. So they reported the collection, you know, like a bunch of pussies, so that it would get taken down so it wasn't the top, because then they were trying to be right. But again, you were wrong about that. And a lot of the community started to wake up on, you know, their side of like the Dojo Dogs community. Everything that they stated was actually wrong. And then even hosted a VC inside of their Discord, which they blocked me and anyone else that was wearing this PFP that I have on out of the Discord, and told everybody to go on to Deck Screener and actually start adding the red flag emojis to our decks, which was also kind of funny too. When we first came out and the token became live on Deck Screener, they decided to go out of their way. Not going to say who it is, but if you know, you know. The IP address that was associated with the one that actually did the update was out of Ontario, Canada, and they decided to update our Dex icon image for the actual token to Hitler, and then the banner read fuck let's say neighbors and
Neighbors.
yeah, neighbors and Jews is what my banner read when our token first launched. So at least they were honest on saying that they were going to try and FUD the project right from the beginning. And then a lot of the community members were trying to say that my token was a scam and that it's going to be a drainer. And then someone out of the community that's apparently a KOL also disclosed that if this product reaches another all-time high, I would eat my own hat, is exactly what they said. And they said this at a 575K market cap. So when we hit 6.2 million, I contacted that woman and said, you got about 12 you got to consume. And then she blocked me.
He still has to eat 6 right now, and like we're just gonna be honest, but I guess she's still eating dick. You know what I mean? This chocolate tastes better though now. Now that I heard that story again.
Yeah, I've been through a decent amount of shit, but it doesn't faze me at all. It's just how people are. People get intimidated by people that are doing stuff that's better than them, and they want all the attention. Which, last that I checked, this is not high school, right? We're involved in finance here, right? Like people actually have money that's involved in this shit. So yeah, I could really care less about the little kid games, especially from a 27-year-old that still lives in his parents' house. Can't really be bothered by it anymore.
Vet, what do you think about that? I mean, it sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think, in not to discredit anyone, because in their own ways, every project that they got their hands involved in and the things that they showed they were willing to do, you know, it's actually really crazy to think of. And maybe this is like the dad side of me, but you know, if they would have put that energy into doing things the right way and building relationships legitimately, that's the part that's just astonishing to me, is that I can't imagine what kind of shape they would be in today. You know, I don't know. It's literally, it's mind-boggling.
And another thing to me that never made sense, right? Because they don't check on this shit too, right? Like I've been around their community for a very long period of time. I've done a lot of things for the community, right? Like a lot of the community members would reach out to me and ask me questions. Like Bam even knows too. The same as Hooch as well. I'm the one that created a free Discord and free Telegram in order to teach members of the community that didn't really have the funding available how to snipe contracts and, like, you know, how to get in early on certain stuff, what to look for, how to make money on trading, right? So coming to me and telling me that I'm trying to extract from the community, the entire fucking time that I've been here, all I've done is taught people for free how to make money in this space when they've never done that. Like, they try to extract from other people. For a long period of time, they would focus on the African and Nigerian community in order to get them to come in, which, you know, obviously it's no offense, but it's people that have a little amount of liquidity compared to the rest of the people that are in the space. And they're manipulating people in order to take the last, like literally the last dollar that they have. And I'm not for that shit. And after I was told this marketing bullshit deal that they wanted to do, no, I'm not going for that. I'm really not. And as far as me in the community on the Dojino Dog side, or even on the token side, like, you're trying to start problems with someone who has over 5 million tokens of your product liquid, right? I own 2 eggs that are liquid, and I have stuff that's also locked up as well. And as far as on the inscription side of Doge, I have 31 of your collection. But I'm not someone that's malicious. If I wanted to be, I could fuck your whole product up immediately. I could do it today. I could destroy everything that you've ever built, and I do that for my own personal security. But again, I know people that are still left in that community that have no options of getting out, no options of reclaiming any of their own money. So I'm not going to do it. But if it gets to the point of where you really want to go out of your way to piss me off, I can go out of my way in order to destroy everything that you tried to build on bullshit.
I appreciate that, MC, actually, that you said that. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's disheartening to me to see people that are actually losing money in stuff that they invested in, like, you know, believing the bullshit. But I don't need to be malicious, because yeah, I can do it in order to fuck them over, but by doing so, I'm gonna fuck over a lot of people that are holding on to the last hope that they're gonna gain something out of it.
Yeah, man. I tried to save it. I wish people would have listened, but it's okay. I mean, it's at least now we're doing what we can to protect everybody, and that's what's important. So as long as we can keep people away as much as we can, that's the best thing we can do.
Yeah, I think, you know what? I've said it before. Eventually, people will get found out. You know, it took a while. You know, more people are coming around. I mean, and see, like, you know, with with Bigfoot and with the neighbors, a lot of people came from there and over with you. You know, gradually came over and got into, you know, Bigfoot and doing the NFT with you guys and stuff. But it takes time because a lot of times people just don't want to accept reality. You know, they're basically, they deceive themselves. So they're like, they reject it because they're not ready for it. It's like, no way, this could be happening to me. You know, and eventually the light comes on, and they're like, okay, I got to do something different because it's not working out. And you got to give them, man. They're great salespeople. They know how to pitch it. I mean, they're phenomenal at doing that.
Brother, it's not a good sales pitching. It's like now where we're at right now at this
Hmm.
moment. Now that all the information has been given, now you're just complicit.
Some of them are.
But no, I'm just saying in the terms of listen, brother. Like there's people that they have their high position
Hmm.
where they work invest in this, so they're praying to fucking God this thing works because they're at work looking like, shit, man, I may have put my boss, or I may have put the regional manager, or I maybe put my sales associates, or maybe I put my sister, my aunt, and now they're in the real stinker at this moment. And I was
Yeah.
there, bro. But like I said, I didn't have all the information. I was like, oh, now naive, but Listen, man, when everything was compiled, all the information was given, and when we pushed Bigfoot, and that was the offer that was given to us, and things started steamrolling. If you still chose to push Pox, man, I have nothing to say, bro. Other than the three thieves behind it, the fourth who's hidden, Jan. If they magically could just put all that scam money back into it, and I would never even unlock my tokens, to be real with you. I think at this point I wouldn't even give a fuck. The amount of money I put in, I don't give a shit. As long as people who got wrecked can get their fucking money back, would be pretty cool, bro. Because if you don't think Salt, when this guy had over 6 figures liquid in that Phantom, and I told him, wrecked his motherfucking chart and sent it to hell, this guy was seriously considering people in the community still, the human beings that don't deserve it. But I'm just thinking of those 4 fucks that aren't worth a fucking used condom. And I wanted him to fucking ruin that project. But it's like, listen, man, my father taught me how to fucking play chess. I get aggravated, so you would think I play only checkers. I didn't mean it when I told him to press it, because like anything, brother, that's called leverage. And we're just gonna see if these fucks actually give back to the community. Obviously not. And that's why people like you are here, people like us are here, man. And we move on.
No, 100% for sure. Yeah, I mean, definitely, and that's great looking out for MC though too. But I mean, looking out for other people in the community because yeah, like he said, you said he mentioned too. It's like he can easily wreck it. He can destroy a lot of the projects they've touched.
Brother,
And but
and then just imagine the amount of fucking people came forward with over a couple million liquid saying we could conjoin.
yeah,
And they were willing to give him in total was like up to like 9.5 million tokens and like 6 eggs. That's how heated people were, and that's how much they trust this guy. And in
yeah,
terms of like, listen, bro, it's more about sending a fucking message. And it's like, yeah, dude, that's where people are at. But again, you move on, homie. But are we always gonna make fun of the scammers? Never gonna end. Are we gonna never like stop exposing them? Never gonna end. But we move on in the terms of we move building our fucking projects, improving to what these 4 retards couldn't fucking do.
yeah, for
Yeah, that's
sure.
important.
No, you have to move on. 'Cause part of it, they want you to get stuck in it. And if you don't make the choice to move on and grow from it. That's the hard part. I mean, and it is like. For me, I mean, I'm pretty loyal when I join something, when I hop into something, and I was loyal to that community, and then that happened, and the reality of it is you grow from that. I made a choice to sit there and say, look, I'm choosing a different path now. One that I'm comfortable with. I can say this since I've been with, Visionary and the Unruggables, I have never, honest to God, truth, ever worried about my bags. I
No,
sleep
I've noticed that.
fine.
That's why, like I said, I ate my words, brother, when I said I took an I tier project at around like 164,000 market cap. And brother, you guys gave your fucking holders quite a return, even where you're at right now. So that's why I said I ate my words. And then with, like I said, all the information that came, I didn't look at you guys as a fucking uh, thorn in my ass, because when you're pushing a project that you really think is real, like what we just spoke about, I'm the same jerk off that held spaces every fucking day, dude. So imagine the weight that I feel on my shoulders, man, unknowingly. And I also explained to your dev, thinking, "Ah, come on, man, you should have been present for these spaces," because I'm still thinking like this was fucking real. So, brother, I ate my words, bro, and as a man, I can admit that.
No,
But
no, that's
that's
good.
why I only could. I have no remorse for anyone who, like, I understand certain situations, and I'm forgiving for that, but I have no remorse for people still pushing that bullshit. It's just like, man, you're only wasting people's money, dude.
No, I agree. I think if you're still pushing it, you're a fucking idiot. That's fine. I won't sugarcoat that part, you know, and that doesn't take much, But again, I think some people are looking. Hey, man, they might take care of me, or I might get some
Yeah,
are
and
being
that's a
taken care of.
problem. That's a problem, bro. Like I
Yeah,
said, dude, you guys gave people like what is a potential of a 30 to 50x in returns to get what they lost, and we did what up to almost 20x for the first stage pre-sellers. So it's like, man, the real motherfuckers are giving people opportunities to recoup what was once lost, man. If they just took their head out of their own ass. I didn't. I
Yeah.
had my head of my ass for a while, man. Like I said, I faded your call, your project. I faded it. So I'm thinking, nah, there's no way, bro. And yeah, there was a way, homie. When I kept checking, I was like, oh, this shit's going up. Oh, this shit's going up. So that's why I said GG's, man. You know, I before anything happened, I already was like, yeah, I gotta give you guys compliment for that. So how everything has transpired, bro. That's why again I wanted to gift you guys some neighbors on my end because it's like definitely hella respect, bro.
No, I appreciate that. What's up, Mel?
You know, like from my own like personal opinion, I would say like a lot of the people that are like still pushing POCs and shit, they're just over leveraged. They overextended themselves, so like they don't have any other choice or option but to pray to God that the chart actually does go back up, so they can at least get their money back that they did invest. And that's what a lot of people have DM'd me about. And like I've tried to tell them, like I just cut my losses. Like it truly is what it is. Like, um. You can't keep putting yourself into that same situation and beating yourself up over and over again. Like it's crypto, it is what it is. Like you invested in a bad team, like we all did. Like we trusted people that said they were trustworthy, but the whole time they were just full of shit. So like you have to like at some point you have to learn to cut your losses and just walk away and find a new project that you know like you can try to trust and believe in, and then slowly like rebuild from that, you know. But all these people that are still posting on the timeline about it, they're just really like overextended, and they're honestly like really hoping that they can get people to buy into that chart again. But I mean, every time you see it actually pump it all, it just immediately goes back down again instantaneously. And it's just people that are trying to get and recoup some sort of their money back that they invested. Because why? It's been over 6 months now, and you've never even seen or heard anything about people getting any type of rewards back to them. Why the fuck would it take that long at all to reward any of your holders whatsoever back anything? So, yeah, dude, just cut your losses, bounce.
All you have to do is look on chain and then realize that for I don't know, it's been for the past couple months now. Any of those tokens that are actually supposed to be for the actual rewards, they're not sent into the rewards wallet at all anymore. And anyone that's actually buying into the chart are the people that are running those fake fucking waffles, you know, because we couldn't call them raffles. That's something that actually BAM started, and then it was controlled by the guy Sam that's running them. They're fake, right? Because if you're gonna raise $4,000 from the community in order to give away an asset that's only $1,300 and you can't tell it's a scam, I don't know what to do for you. I really don't know what to do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, some people just choose to turn a blind eye. I mean, definitely for sure. And it really is, at the end of the day, it is to line their pockets. It's not really to do anything for anybody in the community. You know, the guys at the top are just kind of continue, growing their bags while everybody else kind of suffers. You know, at the end of the day, and that's the part that actually is maddening. You know, watching that. But like you said, you can't lead people out of it. You know, they got to be ready and willing to come out of it. You know. I mean, mine, what I put in there, it's dead to me. I basically counted it as all lost. So I walked away from it a long time ago. You know, I don't even look at it. I don't even look at their chart. I'm not concerned about all that stuff. Right now, I got Scratch. Obviously, I got some in Big, and that's really all I look at. I have a little bit in another token. A buddy of mine launched that's a dev on it, and that's it. Those are really the three that I hold. You know, I might dabble a little bit with some other stuff here and in, but in and out. But as far as conviction wise, I only have three like meme coins that have conviction. I do have some stables that I have convictions on, but that's it. It's like I don't play with any other stuff because it doesn't pan out. You know, I might get a couple of X here, but it's like I'm stressing about it the whole time. It's like, is it going to go? Is it going to pump? Is it going to dump? What's going on with it? So I don't even do it anymore. It's for me. It's the mind fucking is not worth it for me. Hey, what's going on, Hash? Chris, come up. I brought you up. What's
Yo,
going
what's
on,
up,
brother?
Salt? Thanks for having me up here. What's up, Ruggable, everybody? Unruggable, not to be, too off center here. I'm just wondering, for the inevitable next wave, of people who discover this. You know, it's 3 months down the road, some other project. People realize the wool's been pulled over their eyes. They start to come to the surface. How do you think we best handle educating them on the other side of this? Because I've seen this happen fucking like 7 times. And every time I try to show up and help as much as I can. But I just don't know what the best course of action is to like help people on the other side of this. Like you were saying, you know, like, hey, you got to cut your losses. You got to move on. You got to realize you got got. Like, how do we help people realize that in the inevitable 6 months from now when the next group of community members leaves?
I'll speak into it a little bit, but I think that, you know, Vet, Clips, you know, Bam, MC could probably speak into more. Me personally, I'll use this, and this is knock against anybody. I'll use the big community as an example for me. Like I said, I mentioned earlier in the space, I knew a bunch of these guys from a previous community. So I just sat back and watched. I didn't rush. Did I miss on some opportunities? 100% I did. I do kick myself in the ass for not hopping in on some stuff early. But I want to see, is it legit? Does this one have legs? Does it have staying power? Who are behind it? So I started hopping in their spaces. I started, you know, following a bunch of them. You know, I want to see what they're posting. I want to see, are these guys like solid, or are they going to, you know, pump it up and then just dump on the community and disappear and blame it on somebody? And everything, all the boxes checked for me. And when I got ready, I aped in. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I went in and I'm trying to build my bag right now to get one of their big NFTs, the 404. That's what I'm looking at doing. You know, but that took time. I didn't rush into it. I didn't FOMO into it. You know, plus I'm a lot older. I'm in my 50s, so I don't have to FOMO into shit. I've done it. I've done enough of it in my life that I learned from, so I can take my time a little bit and watch it. I think some people just rush because of the pressure. They see a chart just go ape shit, and they're like, I gotta get in, or I'm gonna miss out on it. Well, then they go to sleep, and they wake up the next morning and they're completely underwater. You know, they've been just wrecked. So it's taking that time, knowing the people that are in it, you know, as much as you can. Obviously, I don't know any of these guys in IRL, but I've watched them move. I did the same thing when I joined the Unruggables. I watched how, you know, the founders, the teams moved. And then when they started saying, hey, we're going to do this, okay, I was in, because I bought into the team. I believe in the team. I believe in the project. But I believe more in the team than the project. I have to believe in the team now. And that's how I operate. If I'm going to do a long position and hold, the team has to be solid for me. You know, nothing. The project is just a bonus for me. The team has to be solid, because if the team is solid, that project will be solid. But the team has to be solid first and foremost for me to actually put in my money now. The money that I'm really gonna hold, diamond hand, hold for a while. Stuff I play with, I don't give a shit.
So what are those metrics? Because I bet you a lot of people thought that they had done the.
I'm sorry.
So like, what are those metrics that you're looking at? Because I bet you a lot of people think that they did their research looking at that other team and felt comfortable. They said the right things. They had the right people on their stages. Like, there's a lot of shell shock that happens after you leave that community. So how do you find a new community and have faith that, like, okay, I'm not just going to get done dirty again?
Okay. Well, I mean, if you're looking for, is it for you, or you're looking like,
no,
how do you do that with
no,
people?
It's not for me. It's for the next generation. Like, I think of you as being generation 7 of people who've come out of this little crazy world and are like, oh shit. But there'll be a generation 8. There'll be a next Pox. There'll be a next Grift. And some people will realize what happened, and they won't be able, like, there is so much emotional baggage that comes along with leaving that community. How do you get back on your feet? How do you learn to trust again? Which sounds like such a fucking crazy thing to say, but I've been comparing like breaking up with this community as like getting out of a really bad relationship. You just can't give it up, you know? You just keep thinking about her or him, whatever, is your flavor.
Yeah. I can tell you this. It took me a bit. Like I was for a while. I was doing 2 communities. I was actually involved, hanging out with the Unruggables, and I was with the other former community as well for a bit. And then I just started seeing stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I can't do both. Which one do I see long term? Which one do I believe in the vision that people are sharing? And Unruggables became that to me. And plus, there was no gatekeeping. Like, and right out the gate, I came into Unruggables. I think within like the first, probably second week I was in, they're like, hey, I started speaking on stage. That doesn't happen in other communities that are being gate kept because they want their top people to pitch whatever shit they're trying to pitch that day. So it has to do with how open the community is. Are they how transparent they are? I mean, you got like, for example, with us, and I think MC's the same way because he just did it with a few of the team members. They did IRL events where they got to know each other in IRL, and that's important because now I could put a face behind this. I could put a face behind this PFP, this guy that I hear on the mic, 8, 9 times a week. I can actually put a face behind it now. I can see who they really are, and that helps a lot. The Visionary and a bunch of team members for Unruggables, we'd get in Discord and we put our camera, video camera on. So you can see exactly who's behind that PFP. So now you can put a face to that. That helps a lot. That builds trust, and you look at the longevity of it. What's going to happen in reality of it is that people are going to continue getting wrecked in this space. Why are they going to get wrecked? 90% of it is greed. Like it or don't like it, they hop in, they see somebody making money, they're like, fuck, I need to get on this. I missed on this play. And they chase after the new shiny toy. 90% of the times that shiny toy is going to hand you your ass because you're in it either late because you didn't get in right at the get-go, or they're going to dump on you right when you get in. So you have to be able to have some kind of, restraint. That's a big part, and then you have to be able to, the willingness to sit there and go, look, I've learned from that previous community. I need to cut my losses. It's called for me, I call it the cost of tuition. I've paid a lot of tuition in IRL, and I've learned from it, but I had to pay that cost. And sometimes you have to, it sucks. It's shitty as it sounds. You have to pay it, because I could tell
100%.
you, I could pitch you the best product out there and I can rug you later, but until you get into it, you're not going to be able to learn. And that's part of it. And so you learn, hopefully, with as little as possible, as far as losing, before you go, okay, I got it. I need to make a change.
So
Yeah.
and listen, I totally agree with you. You got to pay tuition. Sorry, Clips, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. So I think if some people do learn, like I learned that in 2021, right? There was a token on ETH called Saitama. It's very similar, and it was basically just a slow honeypot rug. And yeah, exactly. So I mean, you learn. I think everybody has to go through it, and then when you're onboarding, you can teach the people you're onboarding. That's what's really important. Is we need to teach people when we're onboarding. It's our responsibility to make sure they know and understand, not just say, hey, put $10 into this crypto. Okay, cool. Yeah, why'd you put it in there? Well, my friend told me to put it in there. Okay, well, do you know anything about it? No. So people are just telling people to get in. They're, hey, download this wallet. Hey, put in this. Hey, I can make you money here. They're not actually teaching them about the space. So that's where we should educate people that they need to be educating when they bring people in this space.
I fucking love that. And I think we're terrible at onboarding for the most part in this community. Not this specific community, not Unruggables, but just in, crypto Twitter in general. We have a pretty nose up to new people. At least I found that in my experience being here for 4 years. And you're right, tuition so important. I paid it, other people pay it. It's not the money. What I've learned from talking to these, again, these groups of people who come in, it's not just this community, it's a bunch of communities that this happens in. When the fog is lifted, it's not the money that's the hard thing to realize that you lost. Because people know you got to pay tuition, you got to learn your lessons. It's the community that you lose, it's the hate you get, it's the feeling stupid, it's that emotional shit that comes along with it. It's all that fucking time you wasted and tweets you put out, and that's the thing I find that people have had the hardest time walking away from and feeling okay, because it's a lot of shit that goes on in the brain with that, and it's hard to feel like yourself afterwards. And again, that's just been my experience talking to community members for the last 3 years that have had a similar experience to Bigfoot.
Yeah, but then you look at the flip side of that though too. If I didn't go through that experience, I wouldn't have met MC, Bam, Mouse, some of these guys that are rocking the Bigfoot, and I wouldn't have ended up in the Unruggables. So I had to go, and I ended up in Unruggables because a previous member of my other community, Vet, up there, co-host, he hopped in Unruggables. I knew his PFP, and I'm like, I've heard him speak in spaces, so I knew him. So if I didn't go through that experience, I wouldn't have met all these other guys and got into these great projects. But I had to pay that cost to get to this side. So I don't look at that negative side of it, honestly, but I look at what I gained out of it. And what I gained out of it is these relationships in these spaces with these couple communities. And that's opened up other doors to other communities like the Lucky Dow, offering to Pups community. So it's other communities that are like-minded. But if you hear their history, most of those guys have gone through the same thing that I've gone through. Some of them to a lot greater degree, and some to less degree. But they've had to go through and get their ass handed to them before they realize, okay, we need to do something different. This is not working anymore. And that's where it comes together. And I think as more people it happens to, and we're gonna get. I believe the outcome for me. And maybe I'm being too positive. That I think we're gonna see more and more solid communities come out of it. Because people are going to at some point just get tired of getting their asses handed to them and getting wrecked on different things. They're going to go, okay, there's got to be something that out there that does not use me as exit liquidity, that they actually want to see me win. There has to be, and there are. Big and Unruggables are not the only communities out there. There's other communities out there that want to see people win. I just happen to connect with these two. And if anybody asks me, these are the two that Unruggables obviously is the one, my first. But that's what it is. These are the communities that I run with. The MFers are another community, solid guys over there, as well, and so there are some solid communities that people come into that normies can onboard to as well, that they don't get wrecked. And I think that's the bad stigma that the space gets, because when normies come in, new people get onboarded, they hop into these communities that are screaming out the loudest. They got spaces all the time. They're pitching, doing a lot of sales pitching there, whatever. Oh, let me join this one, because that's how I came into the previous community. Is I saw numbers and I'm like, oh, this got to be solid, something good going on, because if there's that many people in here, if it was bad, there wouldn't be that many people here. They must be doing something good. Well, I learned the hard way that it wasn't the case. But I got some great relationships out of it, and I wouldn't trade it. I honestly would not. Go back, if I had to change it, I probably wouldn't change anything. Because I wouldn't have been able to meet a lot of these guys. What are your thoughts, MC Bam? Bam, I know you're never short on words, bro.
Listen, I think there's like a comparison, like after like a forest fire, when everything burns to the ground. I guess like all that soil needs the nutrition from the burnt ash to create life again. This thing is the same thing, except for those people with diarrhea. Um, I don't know, bro. This guy sucks so much dick. I just can't wait for things to for karma to work its way out. I'm not really concerned about it. I really fuck with you guys regardless. I feel like it is what it is, bro. I honestly, there's been many times I had to just like shut the fuck up because I kind of want to say more than I want to. But then it's like, for what, bro? Um, these kids are gonna just stay behind their four walls, and they're the type of kids that, like, if you guys watch Hey Arnold, stoop kids don't leave the stoop. Like, how can I smack the shit out of someone that doesn't leave the stoop? Like, it is what it is, man. That's why I'm proud of like where I stand, where you guys stand, and that we're all adults. And there'll be random moments like this where we get to make fun of some faggots, bro, and then we go on about business. I'm proud of the people who I've made friends with, and that's 1,000,000%, dude. So that's why I just say it is what it is, man. Cause I'm one of those people, bro. I'm old school. It would have been cool if I got to like link up with people, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Does that help, Hash?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm just feeding a baby right now.
Oh, no worries, bro. I could, and well, mine aren't babies anymore, but I remember those days. What's up, Laser? You have your hands up, and I'll get to you, Foxy. Laser.
Woo! Sorry, man. Working today. So now,
You're working on a Sunday, bro?
yeah,
What's going
in
on?
New York. So I work for Con Edison. So I work for the power company. So
They call me in, supervisor on shift. So I'm here. So we're fixing house services. But yes, I'm in the cold and the snow. But I said, let me catch on. On top of what you said. Like you said, this right here, this group, the Unruggables, not only opens the a community or a place for us to be together in, but also develops our own individual assets, our skill trade. As you guys see, I did lasering, and I really got pushed a lot from Unruggables, really kind of like delving in, trying, testing new things, and from there, I just kept lasering, and not only that, Web3, even the practicing hosting. So like for folks that don't speak at all, like myself, I end up speaking, right? Now I can't shut up. So so it's a whole different field. So like you said, you're going in crypto, you're going as an individual, you're going in, day by day. Many of us have family, kids, what may have you, animals. But like I said, there's something to go back to, right? So like I said, like what can you do better the very next minute, right? Could be words of wisdom, words of motivation, food for thought, knowledge, right? So right here, if we don't band together with all our skill set, then we're not really gonna go push forward, right? The internet's gonna remain as the internet. If you shut that off, one thing that'll never get shut off is the skills that you give to people, right? And you can share that with everyone.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. What's up, Foxy?
Hey everybody. So I jumped into this basically because I'm an OG in the space. At one point I was actually the first woman to run a all woman space when spaces first started. It was called Women in NFTs, and my husband and I have both been in this space for a very long time. So I was a part of one of the biggest communities at one point in time, and I'm not going to mention the name, but there were quite a few people that I grew to trust, and people that even sent me like big NFTs, whatnot. And it turns out that they were ruggers, and it really hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings a lot. It hurt my feelings just as much as it did when X took away my 7,000 follower organic follower account I had. And it knocked me off. Like it knocked me off of wanting to be a part of the community for a while. And so I sat back. I had the things that I invested in, and I sat back and I really just stayed in touch with a couple of people. So now I'm back, and I'm kind of like looking for my place in the space again, which is really difficult because when you're a part of such a big community and